I have fingers.
Oh god.
As always, we acknowledge.
We acknowledge the fingers.
Fingers are
And
a
we will
thing that
use
exist.
these fingers today on the forefront to survive the Underdark. Because it's awful down there. Hello. If you're here with us, we would like to welcome you to our most lovely stream this evening. Out of the abyss. Once again, we delve into the depths of the Underdark with no player characters. We are doing no party mode, which is going to introduce you to the cast of NPCs who were captured in Velkynvelve by the drow and have subsequently escaped into the depths of the Underdark and are trying to survive without really any of the necessities the normal adventurers would have at this point. In any case, I welcome all of my beautiful players. Of course, you can see them down here. And by the way,
Hello.
this exceptional new overlay brought to you by Mr. Indigo. Oh my goodness! Inkboard designed
wonderful
such
Indigo.
lovely overlays. If you click that
Yes.
link, go into his Facebook page, you could get one just like this. In fact, we would like to just give our thanks to Indigo. Thank you so much for making this channel just bubble with excitement over every week, because I think we've had like a different overlay every week, and it is just, it's improving time and
So
time
far,
again.
yeah.
Oh yes.
I'm really fond of this one though.
Yeah,
I like the
Yeah.
I like the tunnel.
It's pretty great and creepy. It's supposed to be.
Can I just say that I'm really hyped about the fact that Mouseguard got funded, and even more hyped about the fact that it's 163.98% funded?
I'm
Right?
okay. I'm gonna go. That's a big deal, and that was
Yeah.
all yesterday. We went through Festival of Colors and Tunarth XP Night, and oh gosh, Tunarth
Oh,
and Vincent Cross, I think, aided us in ensuring to bring more content to all of you lovely people in the form of a West Marches campaign of Mouseguard. If you have never played Mouseguard, if you have ever heard of the comic, or never have, rather, you should check it out, because it is an exceptional comic and story and beautiful, cute art of little mice, but it is also my favorite role-playing game and possibly the best role-playing game that I know of. I boast that very proudly. Anyways, I'm 4. I should have told you that before. Hi, these are
Hi,
everybody
4.
else.
Hey.
And I'm beautiful.
Yes.
Anyway, we're going to be playing with a little recap. Does anybody want to set the mood? Tell us what happened last time, if you can remember.
There's so many things
God.
that
There's
happened
so
last
many
time.
things that happened immediately upon escaping the clutches of Ilvara, this
Yeah.
drow priestess of Lolth, the Spider Queen, or whatever other silly name she has. Our party escaped into the Underdark and immediately had to roll to forage for fucking
Yes.
food, because
Which
they didn't grab any
alright.
as they were escaping. To be fair, the escape it wasn't the smoothest, but nobody died.
No.
Nobody
It's
died.
not
That's
like
all
we
that
spent the
matters.
entire first session
Nobody's
in
died.
a jail cell.
Nobody starved. Good so far.
It's doing good so far. The the gang pursued the trail of the Kuatoa village of Sloop Bloodop in order to find refuge and maybe try to equip themselves so that they can survive competently as they travel. None of them have really they sort of were like, okay, we just want to go someplace safe. Number one, because this, we want to get our bearings first.
Mhm.
So I
Sloop bloop.
Sloop bloop bloop dop. And
The snoopa-doopa-dop.
how do you quote that? What did I just say?
Sloop it up and up.
Sloop-a-dop-a-dop.
Kotoa are very good.
Zip it zap it.
We,
My child thinks these noises are funny.
that's good. We unfortunately ran into beholder-like fungi,
Ugh.
and they exploded in the face of the two
They did,
Snurkmeblin
I don't really want to talk about that.
Really? Why not? I think you handled it quite well. Jimjar, you had literally... I literally said last session, you're going to die in 4 hours. So, yes, you, my goodness, just slipped out of that barely, along with Turvy, the other deep gnome.
Oh yeah.
Yes, her and
I
her
forgot about what you did until just now, monkey.
Ooh.
I mean, the good part is everyone lived.
Nope. Go
Everyone
away.
lived.
Everyone lived.
Everybody lived, but Shushar.
The two highlights of last session before we begin. They were able to access this beholder memory of a place nearby that was the lair of this beholder that had died and had grown fungi that took after it. It had a alchemical room where it did lots of crazy things. So they pursued that line, Shushar and Jimjar, in order to find something to cure this disease that would literally kill them in less than 4 hours. They succeeded, but Shushar, with the help of Shushar, who took a very sharp 180 turn and just murdered beetles.
It was
I mean, I know that
amazing.
sounds
Yeah.
really like minor, like it
I
sounds
turned
like
its
something.
mind into goo.
Yes, that's what he
Yeah, he
did, though.
actually did
It's not that he
do
just
that.
killed the beetle; he turned its mind into jelly.
Yep.
And plus, it's like, I feel like it's the first taste of Shushar, just kind of like,
Oh, yeah, I
so
think-
straight.
I think Shushar literally is like twisted,
Yes.
but has managed to make like this thin layer of I'm a good soul. Once you break that, he's like totally not okay in the mind and the soul and anything.
Basically, yeah.
I
At
mean,
all.
he seems okay.
Everything's
case,
for now.
Jimjar was able to get a potion of cure disease, and when they got back, everybody was like, "Okay, we can like remove these spores and this fungi that is starting to grow on the body. We can remove them and hopefully not kill the person." Jimjar goes, "Oh, I'm about to die." Gulp. Takes
Oh
the
my
potion.
God.
And then we had to perform a very
Oh my god.
nasty surgery on Turvy to remove the gas spores that were ready to just balloon off of her body.
Well, in Jimjar's defense, it was determined that one, there was only enough liquid for one person. There wasn't enough for two, and there wasn't enough time to even create or decipher the ingredients in that to make a second one in time to save both of us.
You didn't know.
In fact, by him risking not drinking that and giving it up for the
Kirby? Or
you know,
Topsy or whatever?
basically to try to learn and figure it
whichever.
out, figure the potion, the formula out, he would have been risking losing the entire thing and both of them dying. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, huh.
Now,
Studying a potion doesn't destroy the potion. All
You
he
don't know
wanted to
that.
do was look at it for a second, maybe give it a sniff,
And
you know,
even
try
more
and
so,
figure out
Jim
some
Jar
things about it.
know that. Jimjar does not know what was going to happen if he was going to be able to get that thing back. And yeah, it was a selfish thing that Jimjar
How
did.
is Jimjar supposed to trust anybody at all? How are we supposed to trust Jimjar if Jimjar doesn't give the opportunity
that
for him to
sounds
trust
like
us?
a question we'll get into this session. So,
That's also
Started already!
with this recap
that's also this
accomplished,
that
I'd like us to do immediately, with 2 days left to sloop brewed up. I require a nature check and a survival check
Oh,
for
God.
both of those
course.
days.
Oh, boy.
Because unless you guys don't want to make the nature check, because you do have like 3 days worth of food, I believe.
anybody want to call it, or do we want to? I got
10 on nature.
10 on nature. Okay. So Stool goes to look for food. Are you taking anybody with you? Eldith would volunteer. She's done it a few times, not successfully, but she wants to make up for it.
I'd even volunteer to try to see what Stool wants us to eat instead of mushrooms.
Oh.
To try to appease him.
Okay.
I guess Shushar is still leading, and I can no longer do my precognitive hunch. This is going to be good.
It's gonna be great.
Oh,
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay. Give me that survival check, please.
All right.
also, just so y'all remember, Sereth does have mushrooms growing out of her head. So
Oh yeah,
That's
that
a
happened. Sereth was exposed to the spores of this exploding fungi beholder balloon, and it sort of like showed her another vision of the beholder's lair being attacked by this massive.
hyena thingy.
Yes, it was some kind of hyena thingy that was giant, wielding this large three-headed flail and just wailing on it, and it shook her up pretty badly. She just had no patience for any of her companions, and almost immediately they noticed that there were these orange, long-stemmed, long-capped mushrooms just poking out of her head.
Yeah.
But
No,
we've gotten past that because she looked at this adorable little stool and was just like, oh, I can't be mad.
Sareth, I would like Sareth to come with me because
Boom!
Jim Jar.
Okay, so Jim Jar, Sareth, and Eldith, you are venturing out to get food, and Shushar is leading the pack along that path. Stool, you have advantage because you have so many helping hands. Go ahead and roll again.
Okay. Where's my
Shushar's leading the march like very confidently.
Ooh,
like
18.
Return. That is much better. Thank you.
Yes, I agree.
You will be able to get a day and a half worth of food with that.
Woo,
Make sure
cool.
that goes up a bit. There we go.
And most of it is berries and nuts and other leafy and or vegetation, other leafy and vegetation things.
Yeah, I was
Absolutely
about to say
0% mushrooms.
Yeah, Sereth will, like, if we find a mushroom or if somebody offers her a mushroom, she's gonna flat out refuse.
Like, no.
See the fungus.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And with that, Shushar, you are getting closer to where you know the Dark Lake to be. The Dark Lake is possibly the biggest body of water in this region of the Underdark. It is, for the Koatoa, almost like their own private kingdom, if you could organize yourselves long enough to actually do such a thing. The Koatoa, however, do
kingdom
not...
in quotation marks.
Yes, for whom is the question.
With a little asterisk at the bottom, read fine print.
And just as a reminder to Mr. DM, I have my Psychic Inquisition discipline currently, which is the one that means that if someone lies to me through telepathy, I can tell.
And everybody is using telepathy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, I approve very much. So,
Honestly, I think that the way telepathy works, you wouldn't be able to lie, just because of how the technicalities of how that works.
So the issue with the Underdark, for the most part, is that you find these spots where there's at least something that you can make a fire with, which there's no wood down here. There's only like a very hard, crispy, like mush tree, we'll call it, called Zirkwood. Zirkwood is sort of like a replacement, but you do happen upon this large collection of almost like a coral reef of mushrooms, and they are blinding almost when you enter this cavern because it is full of light, and they are radiating this luminescent glow of different colors, and you get to probably one of the biggest ones, this large clump of orange-colored shrooms of all sizes and all shapes, including one that has a very large cap, sort of just blotting out. You guys start setting up camp. I'm gonna say Eldith, Sereth, and Jimjar and Stool. Did you guys want to talk about or do anything in particular as you're getting this day and a half worth of rations?
Jimjar's not with us. It's just with.
Oh no!
Sarah.
Yeah.
Are they letting you though?
I don't.
No. Oh no.
I don't want to be around him.
Mm-mm.
Oh.
Well, he would probably force himself in there because he wants to try to figure out what you want to look for and what he needs to look for in the future.
I mean, we're finding berries and nuts and other leafy materials that aren't poisonous. No mushrooms, obviously.
There aren't very many berries and nuts down here. But for some reason, you know about those. You know those things exist.
Just lots of mushrooms.
Yeah, Eldith sort of says like, well, maybe we could like. I've seen some lizards here and there. They look pretty big. We're near some pools. We could maybe like fish, or we could look for crabs, that sort of thing.
Yeah,
that works.
Yeah, that works. I mean, meat is good. I've heard.
It's not like you need it anyway.
You've never taken root in meat before. You know this.
Right.
At least.
Well, even if I did, I wouldn't be able to taste it anyway. There are no taste buds on the roots.
I guess not. I don't think machinations can taste through their feet. I guess.
I mean, I could always change into something else. We had this chat on Discord, like, what would Stool's favorite flavor of ice cream be if he was a dog or something?
I think you would just be like overjoyed at the ability to like taste ice cream. You wouldn't like it wouldn't matter what flavor.
Doesn't
matter. Be like, oh my god, it's
tasting.
Ice cream.
It's so delicious.
An actual flavor. Anyway, what are we doing? We're in a cave, right?
I'm changing the dashboard because I forgot to tell everybody this is Out of the Abyss, not Festival of Colors.
Oh, good job.
Thanks, buddy. Buddy. No, I won't put we.
So if Jimjar is like sticking around, Sereth is gonna do like this super like catty drow thing and just totally cold shoulder him if he tries to like start a conversation. Like, do you hear something?
Oh, like fourth grade ignoring someone you don't want to talk to kind of style. Yeah, I get you.
Wow.
Just despicable, man.
You brought it on yourself, dude. Really.
You got Stool mad. I'm mad.
Yeah, during this entire trip since last session, Turvey has been just like he's sort of like just at a drop of a coin, ready to go into were-rat form. His sister, she's like conscious, but she's having a rough time.
Mm-hmm.
Her maximum hit points are down to 14, so she's having a rough time. But who's keeping watch for tonight?
I don't need to sleep, so I can.
I don't need to sleep either.
Oh God! I guess everybody else is going to sleep.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess I'll meditate a little bit while Stool keeps watch.
I see.
And then I'll probably wake back up and then be like,
Shushar's gonna let Sereth know that she's not meditating properly if she's not upside down.
Oh God.
Didn't ask for your opinion, Shushar. Thank you.
You're welcome, yes.
I thought you didn't care about others right now. Or has that changed?
It's not caring, it's just letting you know that.
It's not caring, it's just that she's doing it wrong.
I like how that was probably out of character because like I probably didn't notice any difference from Shushar. Like
I don't know. I guess Shushar, does his posture, his demeanor has certainly changed.
His eyes are very twitchy.
Yes. Bloop, 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 bloop. In that case, Sarah and Stool, give me perception checks.
Oh God.
shit.
13.
13.
Let me open up my character sheet. I am so prepared, guys.
Yay, preparation. See, I did some last minute preparations too. I put all my checks in one thing.
Walk here.
Hey, we got the same perception.
What?
Both 13.
13 each.
So that adds up to 26.
Totally.
That's a.
I feel like that's how it works, right?
Oh, totally.
I'll have to check the player's handbook later. The rest of you sleep soundly as best you can on these rocks. Some of you are able to actually like pick up the caps of some of this little grove of mushrooms. Just use those as pillows, I guess. They're pretty soft and comfy. Not the best for handstanding though, or headstanding. Sorry, I didn't mean to offend your method. The two staying up, however, you two notice that the plush cap that is radiating this large orange glow starts to shift and lift itself over after like maybe like an hour of everybody starting to go to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
And there's this low as it turns around, ripping the mushrooms that sort of like have grown around it, like keeping it in place. And as it turns around, you see a horrifying visage turning around on you guys. It is this thing right here, covered in
Oh God.
immense, almost like encased in this this. Oh gosh, I'm like trying to find the nastiest word I can to describe this. It's covered in mushrooms, and it's like as it.
It's like a seal.
Yes,
Sorry.
as it turns towards you guys, its beaked maw just sort of like clacking and like ripping shrooms that have like nestled inside its mouth apart. As
You see what happens when you mess with the local mushrooms. I mean, really. You're trying to sleep on them, and you make these things mad.
Yeah, listen to the mushrooms.
Everybody roll initiative.
Just let the mushrooms kill all of them. I mean,
Fuck.
where'd my character sheet go? No, seriously, where'd my character sheet go? Aha, there you are.
Did you guys know that if you go down to the bottom of the chat, there's a little drop menu, and you can click your character's name so that it doesn't say this person rolled initiative. It says the character rolled initiative.
Oh. I did not know that.
So, 15.
And now you know.
Also, I forgot to mention this, but we have a incentive for you guys. Although our new West Marches Mouse Guard show has been funded, we will carry over any donations that we get to our next project. So I'm going to drop down this lovely little explanation on what your donations and support can do for the player characters in this campaign. Like the Festival of Colors characters just got buffed up with so many dice. We should give our lovely people on Out of the Abyss some love as well. The initiative, did everybody roll?
I believe so.
Okay. Shushar got 11. Jimjar got 14. Lovely. Sereth, 30. No, that's your perception. Oops a daisy. 20, not bad.
Unnatural 20.
Stool.
Always perception.
Got 12. 12 is what you got, right?
I got a, what was it, 13, I think?
You got 12.
Yeah. Oh. Wait, no, my perception is, there's an actual number.
Oh, dang.
Initiative is 1, it's 13.
Holy, what was that?
19. Eldon got 12. Darendelle gets 2.
Oh, there and now.
Oh, buddy. Here's the kids, the twins. Okay. Oh wait, I make them roll for just one. And Boopido! 2. Alright, initiative has been set. It is now Sareth's turn.
Alrighty. At seeing this, do I notice that this creature has noticed us in any way?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
It has one eye that has sort of been overtaken by the fungus growth that has just eaten this thing alive. It does, however, have one that works, and it just sort of it's if you could say it could like leer at you, it would be doing this right now.
If it could show any facial expressions at all, it would be.
It would be. If it was capable of speaking, it would say, "You are tasty and crunchy and good with ketchup."
Gotcha.
Alright, at seeing this, I'm gonna aim an Eldritch Blast at the eye that's not covered in spores. The
I
working
gotcha.
eye, I guess.
Hey, Eldritch Blast. I have to do a strength saving throw, don't I?
Yes, you have to pass a 14, which you probably will.
I don't know. Let's find out what this
creature's
strength is.
It's a real, not very strong. Not very strong, right?
It turns out to be just strong enough.
Just
as it
strong
takes,
enough.
Damn
It completely does not take damage, right?
I don't believe so, no.
Okay. It merely takes the brunt of this blow. It seems that its hide, even beneath these mushrooms, is quite tough. Ront, realizing this is happening, rushes forward with a loud bellowing, and he's going to attack it
Come on,
with
Ron.
his fist. Because he doesn't
Come
have
on,
anything
Ron.
better. 13. Double check. Unfortunately, does not. He starts. He has sort of like an idea, and he just like runs up and he just like starts ripping mushrooms off of it, just trying to like hammer in the blows, and they're just like not affecting it. Without a weapon, he's kind of like at a loss. And then this creature makes its attacks. Okay.
Spore horror?
Are you guys
crap.
ready?
No.
This is
Oh boy.
this is gonna be interesting.
No.
There's the first attack against Ront, and the second
Oh,
one.
shit!
The second one was actually towards you, Sarah. So it's going to be doing. Oh boy, it's going to be doing.
So basically, Sareth is dead.
Oh, no, not exactly. Ront takes 7 plus. Okay, so Ront takes 9 damage. Let me update that for Ront. I should really get their Ront 9. Oh, that's a lot. Sorry, buddy. I think that's 6. Yeah.
Ron is
I
dead.
should get their stuff down. Okay, so Sarah, you're gonna take an automatic 6, and plus these other 2, 9, 15,
Holy
17 damage. In total.
Yeah, I got 3 hit points now.
So Sarah is dead.
You guys, I'm gonna say you guys did have the ability to take a long rest after that exchange.
Oh, I only have 20 hit points.
Okay, so you have 3 left, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Do you-
And
I don't know if I'm remembering correct or if I typed something in wrong, but my sheet says my max hit points is only 14. Does that sound right?
Druids. What's your Constitution modifier?
Constitution is 1.
1. Druids do not have a lot of stuff.
Druids
Right,
are
but I-
D8s.
I
Druids
thought
are
it'd
D8,
be
so you should have started with.
You should have started with 9, and then we went up 1 level. So yeah, that sounds. You rolled, like, yeah, that
Oh
sounds.
yeah,
about
I
right.
remember I
you
rolled
rolled for
really
this, yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say we are just level 2, so.
Right.
Right.
But I didn't know if I knocked something off and forgot.
Yeah,
to put it back
so
in.
17 damage. That's heavy critical.
Yeah.
Lovely. It is now Topsy and Turvey's turn.
Oh, wait.
Oh, go what?
I totally forgot.
What?
at taking the damage,
Oh.
I get to cast Hellish Rebuke.
Really? Well, go
Yeah.
ahead,
Ooh.
and it has to make a saving throw or no?
Why aren't you doing the thing? Oh, there we go.
DC half damage, dexterity. Let me check its dexterity really quick. But for now, I'll just roll a d20. We'll see if anything happens. 8? No, it is not going to be able to survive without some burns. Go ahead and roll your Hellish Rebuke damage. Good thinking, by the way.
Wouldn't it be the 14 fire? The damage is right under.
Oh, it's already right there.
Yeah.
You're so handy. Look at you go. Alrighty. So as the claw sort of like hooks into your chest, you feel it burrow and sort of like bump against your ribs as it plunges into you, and you're lifted off the ground, and immediately you just feel your. It's not a headache. It's almost as though your. It's hard to describe. There's just like a fire inside your skull, and it just flows down into your chest, and you feel it erupt along with the pain of this hooked arm that is just burrowed into your chest. It releases you as flames lick along the sides of its arm, reaching up to its neck, and it screeches in pain.
Yeah, that's right.
Alright, Topsy and Turvy go were-rat form, and Topsy is going to stay back. Turvy is going to attack, however, with a bite. Bite hits. Okay, that's 4 damage. And then Topsy is going to throw a rock. That's their turn, but they are were-rat form. Jim Jars, it is your turn, sir.
Well, I think I'm just gonna do Old Faithful and just cast a magic missile.
Oh boy.
Ooh.
I mean, obviously all 3 are gonna be going at the same guy. So there's that.
Wow, you got the entire range right there. A crit fail, a crit, and a medium.
Yeah.
Or something in between.
My.
Still below average.
Okay, so, those hit, though, to 10 damage, right?
That's what it looks like.
Alright, just double checking, because, good gracious. And then Eldith, she's actually gonna run up and sort of say, Darendel, under its ribcage, right there! And she uses her action to help Darendel with his next attack. And
Awesome.
Stool, it's your turn.
Woo! Alright. So. Right. I'm going to use beast form.
Whoa!
Turn into an elk? Is that something I can do?
I'm certain that you can do that, yes.
Alright. An elk, which is a large beast. But that's an action, right?
I believe so.
Or can I attack with that?
I don't think you can. I think shifting into a form is an action. Let me double check.
Alright.
Though.
You would still get
Wild
bonus
shape,
action.
you use your action. So yeah, you use your action.
You
Yeah.
still get
Alright.
the
So then, to move, I want to move at least 20 feet away from the thing, whatever that is.
The thing?
The thing.
The thing.
The thing.
That thing that's just freaking shanked my friend.
It's a thing. It's certainly a thing.
The
I don't
bird
even know
seal
what to call it.
crab claw.
A bird seal crab claw. Alright, and then that will be what I do.
Okay. And lo and behold, Shushar, it is your turn.
Ooh.
You detect no
Shushar.
lies.
Alright. Let's see what I have now. As a bonus action, I am going to switch my discipline to, what is this actually called? Oh, my psychic assault discipline.
Oh! Go,
which does nothing for the moment, but it just makes my other thing that I'm going to do more powerful. And for my other thing, Shushar stands up, he points at whatever this thing is, and he's like, "You dare disturb the rest of Shushar, the Awakened!" And this thing needs to make an intelligence saving throw.
Oh, hopefully.
I'm pretty sure that its intelligence is in the negative. So, oh!
Oh my god.
Uh-oh.
Well, I actually... What's the DC?
It's DC 13? Yeah,
14.
DC 13.
It just barely passes at -4 to its intelligence. What happens?
Oh my god.
If it
I
succeeds?
think.
In that case, nothing happens.
Oh, okay. You reach out rather violently with your psionic prowess, and you're startled to find it's not taking hold. Either the creature is too stupid, or there's something else at work that is emboldening its resistance to your psionic dominating powers.
Alright,
It's so stupid. There's nothing in there to hurt.
I'm pretty sure that all of my things have everything that I could do has a range of 120 feet, so I'm just gonna move away from this.
Oh, okay. Shushar is like, you!
How dare you!
Turns
How
and
dare you disturb my slumber!
just backs away slowly. And then, Boopido. Boopido says, "Outflank it! You keep its attention!" And he disappears into this grove that this like clump of mushrooms that the creature was in, and okay, and you don't see him come out. He took the hide action. Darendelle, however,
I'm gonna flank it!
seeing Sereth and Ront take the brunt of this thing's attack, rushes forward and, following Shushar's example, says, "You face a prince of elves, monstrous beast. You think you can just..." And he just starts going crazy.
Whoa.
And he makes 2 attacks, and
fails miserably.
he has advantage. So the next one is going to be... Actually, does help only give you advantage on 1 attack? Or on both? I'm gonna say both. Yeah. So he's gonna make advantage on the next attack. Oh my baby.
What is wrong with this
Darendelle.
poor man?
In his furious, wrathful state, and he clearly was going to try to like he was gonna do a little speech before he started this, but then his jaw just went like, and he started like drooling, and now he's like just like haymaking this thing's body, but he's only like pulling like clumps and meaty handfuls of like mushrooms that have like nestled inside it, not seeming to bother it right now. Sarah, it is your turn.
Alright.
You!
I'm gonna do Dissonant Whispers. I'm gonna cast Dissonant Whispers, so...
Oh, wisdom.
Yeah, wisdom saving throw of
Just go ahead and do a... That might fail, because I don't think this thing has any wisdom.
Okay, and then it's just gonna take 9 damage. Basically, I don't know what this thing can understand, but basically it's just gonna make a noise really, really loud, and its head and Sereth at this point is on the ground, bleeding, having just gotten...
Oh yeah, you just got shanked, right?
Yeah, I just got shanked. So she kind of looks over and sends this horribly loud noise that nobody else can hear except for this beast, and then just takes 9 damage from something.
It definitely appears to startle it as it just rears up. Its hooks just sort of like digging into its skull as though it's trying to get this needling noise out of its senses, and its hooks just like carve into its own flesh, not even like bothering to realize what it's doing to itself.
That's brutal.
Ront, seeing this, he's...
Do something worthwhile.
I know, Ront is at a loss. Every time he tries to do something, it
Yeah,
just
I feel
doesn't
bad
work
for the
out.
guy.
I mean,
Bash it with a rock.
do orcs get, like, something good and helpful? Do they?
Let me see.
If they
Actually,
get
I got
knocked
the
to one
handbook.
hit, 0 hit points, they get brought
As a
back.
bonus action, it can move its... No, he can't. He doesn't have anything.
I got a half orc.
No. He can use a bonus action to approach a hostile creature, but that doesn't really help him out at this point. So he's going to try to, once again, trust his muscles. Oh, wrong.
And
Rot! What?
this is
You
like
poor baby.
the most depressing orc I've ever heard of.
Oh, Ron. And he
No.
sort of like looks over to Darendel, and he sort of like barks at him like, "What are you doing? You're crowding!" And he just starts like hammering at the spots where Darendel has like ripped mushrooms out. So he's actually hitting its hide now, but it's just thick, and his his fist just goes into it with no effect. And the Hookor, realizing this, is going to make 2 attacks. One for Ront and one for Darendel.
Okay, good job.
Ront, that does not hit. Darendel does get hit.
Oh god.
2,
Darendel's gonna die.
11.
Seraph is gonna die.
Darendel is taken down by 11 points. So let me
I
adjust
swear, if
the-
Darendel dies, not as a character, but I personally am gonna be traumatized.
Oh. Because of the proximity, Ront is able to just sort of like duck under its like swooping claws. But Darendel, however, is in this like he's not himself. He sort of just gets shoved over onto his back, and with a loud just like brings its hook down on him, and it whirls on all of you now, just like lumbering about unevenly, unsteady. Topsy and Turvy throws a rock.
Another rock.
Oh God!
Misses.
It hits. It hits. I'm gonna say it hits Ront for 2 damage.
Oh.
Yeah, that happens. And then
You're all confident here.
Are you not cruel enough?
I mean, it's what I do. The other were-rat has sort of like just like crawled onto this thing's shoulder and is just like just using his teeth to just bite into it, trying to find purchase on like a vein or something to just weaken this thing or do damage to it. He's just getting mouthfuls of mushrooms.
Go for the jugular.
This nasty salad he didn't ask for. And Jimjar, it is your turn.
So what are the surroundings like? Like, how's the crowd control and the cluster going on up there? Is there any, and what about like the ceiling up above? Is there any like stalagmites or anything?
I'd say yeah. That sounds like something. Yeah. There's this is a cave, and the mushrooms sort of hug the walls. They don't seem to cover the ceiling. It looks like this might have been filled with water at one point, so there are certainly stalactites up above.
What's the ground looking like around the creature?
A mix of a mossy mushroom floor, and underneath is some rocks. You do know that.
I mean, like how clustered are the people? Like my party.
Your party's pretty clustered. It's sort of hovering over Sereth. It's also hovering over Ront, Darendel. The were-rat Turvy is on top of it, and I think those are the only folks who are in range of it right now.
Turvy's in the mix of it. Okay.
What do you? Oh. Is that? Did I hear that correctly?
But
Turvy's in the mix. That's what he said.
Yeah, that's what he
You
said.
said, but you didn't say never mind because everybody else was in there too. I hear.
Wait, did you say this in character?
no.
No, he
Oh,
did not.
damn
he did
it.
not say that in character.
Damn it.
But he would say to himself, kind of like really nonchalant. Like,
Switching on to what you're laying down.
your turn.
No.
V.
Oh, no.
Cast another magic missile.
Another magic missile!
Yeah, I guess.
At the very least, you don't have to roll like I do. 9, 12 damage. And,
I wanted to do something else, but...
I know what you're trying to do. It was pretty epic last time. Another 3 flashes blast against this thing's thick hide, taking with it what looks like spatters of meat and bone. It is now Eldith's turn. Eldith, sort of just feeling very frustrated, is going to try to shield bash this thing. If she hits, it does hit. It has to make a strength saving throw now. It does not succeed. So, Eldith, with seeing this thing just decimate a lot of her companions, sort of rushes forward and yells this dwarvish war cry. You don't really. It's something like, I don't know Dwarvish, so I can't do it, sadly, but it's pretty epic.
Amazing.
And she is going to do 8 damage as she rushes into this thing. And let's see, that's that much damage. And it is knocked prone on its back. Stool, it is your turn.
Alright. So I'm at least 20 feet away from this thing.
Yep.
I'm going to charge and do a ram attack. So a ram attack is +5 to hit. And hit is a 1d6. But it says hit 6, and then in parentheses 1d6 +3. So is that like +3?
6 is the average, so just ignore that.
Yeah, that's
Plus
that's
6?
more for like me.
Why is
if
there
I
a number
wanna roll
before?
for stuff?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but
Okay,
you
that
can
makes
definitely do
makes
your roll.
sense. Right. So it's
1d20 +5, I think.
and then because it's a charge, I get an extra. Yeah, it's 1d20 +5 for the attack, and then so let me do that. So it's a set. Why?
Uh-oh. 7. +5? Oh, 2 +5. Ugh. You have advantage because it's prone.
Okay, so I can do that again.
Yeah, so try rolling again.
And don't roll a 1.
You got this.
I mean, you rolled a 2. I'd be pretty happy if you rolled a 1.
9.
9. Fortunately, you're not used to this form, and your antlers clip its foot, and unfortunately, you were like aiming for its like body that was on the ground, and it just clipped its foot, and you just sort of like wheel about, just like you're not used to this form. It would have been cool though. And that's the end of your turn, right?
Can I back up? Because the speed is 50 feet.
Right. Speed is 50 feet. I'm gonna say because it's prone, it can't take an opportunity attack. I think that makes sense. So go ahead.
20 feet away from it again?
Yes.
Okay.
That's probably not the rule.
I recede 20 feet again.
That's probably not the rule, but I think that's. I think that just works. Like, what is it gonna do? Like, boot you with its foot? Bonk.
If I'm at ramming speed anyway and I miss, I'm gonna be out of reach soon anyway.
Yeah.
Shushar looks at this thing on the ground. He sort of grins. He says, "You thought that you could resist the might of Shushar. This time, I will not even give you the chance to resist." And he's gonna spend, he's gonna spend 2 psionic points on his psionic blast power.
Psionic blast. Let me feed it to this creature.
Alright, it does not get any save. It just deals straight psychic damage.
All right.
Holy shit.
How much?
7 points of psychic damage.
7 points. That does a lot. You
Good job. You're the first one to actually damage the creature.
I
After
did
like
some good
a
damage.
round and a half. Oh yeah, you're right.
There's been
you're
damage all around. So
for me.
is this like a psionic like bolt, or is it just something that you reach in and you like mash its brains into whatever?
That's a good question. Let me read how it's described in the book.
I mean, you could take Shushar like however you want to display his powers if you like.
Yeah, I like that. Improvise a little bit. Like, what does this look
Yeah.
like?
Alright, well, it doesn't describe in the book, so I guess it's up to me anyway.
Oh boy!
Alright, so Shushar, like, glares at this thing. There's, like, a little glint that, like, moves outward from his mind, and the glint gets larger and larger as it approaches the creature. It goes, like, straight from Shushar's mind to this creature's mind, and the creature's head is just shrouded in, like, this purple aura, and then it all collapses in on the creature at once.
That's so cool!
That's really bad.
As you do this, the aftermath of this blast of psionic energy shreds this thing's face apart. The beak is sort of like ripped, half of it just goes clean into the air in pieces, shattering. Its eye, the one covered in mushrooms, is just blasted apart, and you can see
Imploded.
like the inside of its skull just ravaged by the onslaught of this fungus frenzy. That's the episode title. And it's certainly taken immense damage, but with a gurgle, it tries to stand up. Upido does not do anything. Darendelle, now taking his 2 attacks again, he gets up, clambers onto this thing's chest, and raises his claws to attack. And he gets a natural 20 on the second one. Alright, baby. So 2d6. One of them is going to be...
Finally, he's
So,
does something.
8, 14, and what is his plus 5 times 2 plus 3? Oh my gosh, okay. So he does 17 damage,
Fuck yes.
and with its exposed skull, Darendelle sort of like bats its head to one side with one of his paws, not really looking to kill, just to like expose this side of its face, and then he rends its head clean off with a powerful strike, just ripping its neck from its decayed torso and throwing it across the clearing of this grove of mushrooms, and just laying out this as he just starts just ripping this thing's what's left of it apart. And at that, everybody sort of backs off, and all of you hear this well done, well done, well done, as Bukido comes out and says, I was just about to come out and end the brute myself, but I'm very proud of you. Are you alright, Darendelle?
I come back to the group from off in the distance. and
Yeah,
I
this
turn back to
glorious
my
elk
mushroom
stag.
and mushroom self.
Oh, you turn back to mushroom? Okay.
Yeah,
You turn back
no
to mushroom.
freaking use in that form anyway.
Oh no. You waddle back into the group. And at this, Darendelle starts just heaving. He has this really long cut on his chest. Just blood seeping into his fur. And he just seems preoccupied with digging his claws into this thing, like a cat that has found the couch that you don't want to claw. Beyond that, I think that is a victory on your part, friends. Well done.
Mm.
And at this, I think we're all set to level up to level 3.
Oh.
Oh yay!
Oh boy. Mystic things, level 3.
Really level up to level. I haven't done shit. I didn't even land an attack on the stupid floating mushroom beholder pieces of.
It is rather
Because I
sad.
beat you to it.
Oh boy, I get a lot of stuff at level 3.
I don't even know what I do. I
I-
don't even know how.
Okay,
this
so
frickin'
I had 6 psionic points per day before. Now I have 14, so I can actually do
14.
things.
Oh jeez.
Beautiful. I approve.
Also, do we have like that healing potion or any kind of healing thing? Anybody?
I could heal you if you require my services.
I have cure wounds.
Uh-oh.
I can heal a little bit.
Oh, 4? Wait, what was the 4 for?
What is Monkey doing?
Monkey,
Oh,
why
probably
did you roll
points.
4?
Hit points.
Oh!
That's what I thought.
I see. Oh, yeah, that's right. And if
You
you
still be
roll...
leveled up, so I just don't get knocked out of the way.
Nicely. Yeah, everybody roll for your hit points that you'll be getting with this level 3.
Goodness.
Hey, that's not bad.
Oh yes!
Abby!
Thank goodness. Yes,
The
yes,
warlock.
yes.
What is it? Is it just a?
It's a
D8.
D8.
For druids.
I don't know how this fucking works. A D8.
Yeah. 5. That's the average, very well. So you get 5 plus your constitution added to your maximum HP.
Oh yeah, I have to have my constitution too. I almost forgot to do that. Oh, I have a lot of constitution. Shushar is a very pudgy guy.
Oh, gracious. This, I like to think that by the end of your campaign, your robe won't even fit. Oh my
yes,
gosh.
please.
And at that, we are level 3. We are done here. It looks like this caused quite a ruckus, but it doesn't seem as though nothing else in this grove is approaching you at all. It seems it's only fungus, a dead whatever the hell this is, and our lovely party.
It should have known not to mess with a follower of psionics. And Shushar just sort of grins.
Anime push-up glasses mode.
Get 4 level 1 spells and 2 level 2 spells.
Yes.
But no, seriously, do we have like some kind of health potion?
Yeah, I can. Let me sort
You guys
this
do
and
not
then
have
I can
health
heal
potions,
you.
but you
I
can
have
heal.
cure wounds that I
I have my
can do a
poultice
little
of
bit
hit die.
You do have your poultice of hit die.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I don't know if Shushar is willing to give Sarah this though.
Well, she can always ask.
Do
Hey.
I know? I don't feel like I know that you have the poultice.
Good question. I think. Oh yeah, I was off making it while you were doing the surgery, so you may not know.
Mm-mm.
That's actually true. You would not know that he has this in his possession.
Yeah. So nobody has any kind of.
I said I can heal. I can do cure wounds. Let me just.
Oh yes, that would be awesome. Thank you, Stool.
So what is it? It's
1d8 plus your spellcasting modifier.
which is 4. So what do you? It's 4. 10. You get
Hey.
10. That's it. That's all you get.
Okay.
Still, that's
fine.
10. It's about
Yeah,
half
I'm
of the
feeling
damage it did to you.
I was about to say I'm feeling a little bit better.
That's great.
Cool. Now I have to pick spells.
Yeah. For this day, you guys can finish your whatever you wanted to do here for your rest, and then you will head out for the last day. All I need there is another nature and another survival check.
Ooh, I just got my favorite mystic power.
Really?
Yes.
Yes.
Level
Oh.
3. I have psionic investigation, which is a really cool thing that you guys will all be seeing soon enough.
This excites me.
Yeah.
Psionics, baby.
Yes.
Ooh. Let's see. So, Sereth,
Yes.
in your meditations as everybody else is asleep and you are sort of like taking watch, you're once again pulled into a strange vision. And in this vision, you are... You almost don't realize it's like something like a dream. Instead, it just appears as though you are where you are, just sort of kneeling in this cavern in this cluster of beautiful mushrooms. And then slowly you start noticing that the various hues of the tall, almost lamp-like structures of these mushrooms, even the tiny ones, start to, instead of like sort of like becoming a kaleidoscope of colors, begin to adhere to this pulsing like orange, this rather muddled color that just slowly spreads as all of them sort of start to sag. And you look around at your companions, and all of them start to wither, and you see mushrooms crawl towards them in this strange fashion as they sort of consume them in a blanket as they all rise, again with mushrooms and fungus just erupting from their heads, and all of them look to you and await for something, for someone. And that is when you wake up. And beyond that, I think Shushar, you also have a vision.
Ooh.
You know that the Kuatoa have a swim speed, so I'm sure in your younger days, or perhaps the days before, you were forced, or rather asked, or however that went down, out of sloop looped up. You.
Well, on that matter, did you ever watch the Smurfs when you were a kid?
Yes, I did.
Do you remember Brainy Smurf?
Oh,
that's what happens.
Oh, buddy, buddy, it's so sad. I want to hug you, Short. That's so sad.
I've never watched Smurf, so I have absolutely no idea what he's
not
talking
as happy
about.
as you think.
No,
that theme song is pretty great. It's not as happy as you think. Shushar, you knew of various tunnels and underground caverns that existed in the Dark Lake, and you frequented many of them. You would seek seclusion there, and I'm sure one of them, in fact, became pretty much the place that you spent most of your time meditating. And you find yourself floating in this familiar, cold lake. But there's something wrong with it. Soon, you start to feel an intense heat suddenly overtake you as a pulse spreads out in front of you from far away, and you see in the distance what looks like glowing orbs just making their way towards you in a very swaying motion. And suddenly a dark shape appears, and these 4 orbs turn out to be gigantic eyes, and all of them focus on you as something approaches. This dull, echoing thud, shaking almost the entire Dark Lake, as you begin to feel yourself sink, feeling as though you cannot keep yourself above the dark, corroded depths. And as you look down, you see that there is a flood of carcasses being pushed your way, all of them Kuatoa, and all of them in various states of dismemberment and long, watery decay. And I need those rolls for survival and nature.
Man, these visions are freaking me out.
Oh, dang it.
Okay. So we need survival and nature. I can try to roll. I don't have any proficiencies, though.
Oh, I can keep rolling survival. I'm not proficient in it, but at least I have 3.
I can do nature, because Nature.
Let's see.
12.
12.
For
Lovely.
nature.
Oh.
7 for us getting where we need to go.
This is pretty cool. So I'm gonna need you folks to go ahead and get your hit points. You guys took a long rest after this, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
so everybody gets everything back. And
Oh, everything?
yeah,
Long rest.
that you guys took a long,
Long rest, yeah. Perfect.
So you'll be getting this back very soon. The last day passes, and you guys finally come out of this tunnel. And when you come out, it's almost as though you have walked outside, and you see this immense, humongous cave that stretches past your eye's limit until it just fades into darkness. A cavernous shore with a immense lake spreading out before you. Various pillars and columns of stone reaching up out of the surface and connecting to the ceiling. You get the sensation that you reached the Dark Lake and that you merely have to walk along this shore until you reach Sloop-Doo-Lop. Sloop-Loo-Dop. I'm going to get it right, I swear.
Slew blew up.
Sloop-Loo-Dop. Thank
Anyway,
you.
I have
Doopy
a
doopy dop.
Sorry.
technical question.
Technical question.
Does my spell attack bonus or save DC go up when I level up?
I think
Those increase based on your spell casting modifier, which would be wisdom for you, and your proficiency bonus. So those aren't really going to be increasing until at least level
Anytime
4
soon.
if you increase your wisdom then.
Okay, does the I don't know when those like dexterity, constitution, and intelligence, I don't know when those increase at all.
Every 4 levels you can either gain +2 to an ability score, +1 to 2 different ability scores, or a feat. So level 4, level 8, level 12, so on.
But I
But you
thought they on what your level was.
no.
I thought
No.
part of what that
No.
number meant. What? No.
No, the only thing that increases
Okay,
with
fine.
your level is your proficiency bonus, which I believe it'll go up from 2 to 3 at level 5, I think, maybe level 6.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Okay.
All right.
Continue.
Everybody
still
make
weak.
perception checks for me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, perception, yay.
Is everyone making perception checks?
I would
Holy
say so,
21!
yes.
Holy hell! That's the
Oh.
best roll I've ever gotten the entire
You're
game.
talking about good rolls? Look
Every
at mine.
single session.
Holy crap.
Shushar sees the universe.
We are
It's
all
small.
we're perceptive as fuck.
Most impressive. Let me actually look up something really quick. Where are they?
I'm here. He is there. She is over there. We
Oh,
are
really?
all- Yes.
Okay. I'm going to say, Shushar. Wow, that natural 20.
There we go.
You. Let me get rid of this horror.
In my Pathfinder game, it's impossible for me to hide anything. The game that I GM, because one of the players has +17 perception, and it's terrible for me.
Plus 17.
Yeah,
How? What?
actually get a cool.
he's only level 4, and he has +17 perception. All
I
of my
feel like-
traps.
I feel
How does that
that's
even
not,
happen?
Yeah,
I don't
feel
know,
like
but it happened.
you should check his stats.
Yeah,
I
let's-
feel like
I've
that's a bunch of
checked it
shenanigans.
every single session. I've checked it, and he has a lot of stuff. He's basically just put everything he has into perception.
Sorry.
It's ridiculous.
It's okay. I'm
Um,
now putting in a new funky map for us.
Funka
Ooh.
map.
Funky
I
map.
love funky maps.
Because, my goodness, I would like
Oh.
to get you guys off of the big map. There we go.
Oh, that's not a map.
We got.
It looks
well,
cool.
no, it's not exactly a map. I guess I should have said image. Oh well.
It's a visualization.
Yeah.
Visual aids. Do you need visual aids?
Do you need visual aids? I got plenty. Ah!
I can make a PowerPoint.
Do you have visual aids? Why, yes I do.
Let me actually readjust the overlay really quick. So,
By the way, how long did you say? Because I forgot. How long did you say that Shushar was going to be in his awakened state? It was 2 days, right?
I would say so. So you're going to still be in it for a little while longer.
Okay.
Also, from the visions, we didn't take any madness, did we?
No, you did not.
Okay, cool beans.
This over here. There we go. I have to redo one of these. Go ahead and drag your tokens out onto this this image.
I don't even know if that's a... Is that even a thing that I can do?
Yeah, if you look at where Stool's
Hey,
character sheet is, yeah, just
magic.
drag.
That should be a tiny icon, not a small icon, per se. I don't
Did I
care.
do that right? I don't. Yes, I did.
yeah,
What?
Oh man, I get so much stuff at level 3. I'm still looking through what
I know.
I know.
Hey, how about you guys do that while I go to the bathroom? Because, oh my gosh, this coffee is delicious.
Alright.
Good idea.
I am in the restroom as well.
That's why I'm staring so intently at my screen. I've been just freaking trying to figure out what I want to have.
It's
prepared
okay.
currently.
I've been eating I've been eating dinner since we started, so I feel like I'm always eating on stream, and it's kind of fantastic. I surprisingly do not get much more at 3rd level as a warlock, besides the pack boon. Wait, do I get the pack boon?
The Batcave?
No. Oh no. Packed boon.
I don't have a player's handbook in front of me, unfortunately.
I
tell
do.
you.
Holy shit! You
Hey.
guys.
Are you getting a book, a sword, or a little thing?
I don't know yet.
Hi.
Maybe a tome. The tome.
Oh, guys, good news. Shushar doesn't need to eat, drink, or... Wait, hold on, let me look at what this says exactly. Shushar no longer needs to eat, breathe, or sleep.
Oh god. 24/7 of
Great.
his... I am Shushar the Awakened. Ah.
Yep. That's actually going to be the discipline that I have prepared now that I have it. Adaptive body. I do not need to eat, sleep, or breathe.
Oh god.
Impressive, I must say. And now, I'm gonna say Shushar notices this first. You guys are being followed.
Of course.
But, you're being followed by something in the lake.
Of course. It's a
Ooh.
Lizalfos waiting to jump out of the... Sorry.
And your psionic mind, I guess, is able to sort of reach out, and you just like passively, out of reaction, because your powers are starting to awaken in a new fit and frenzy. You get the sense that you are familiar with these, and you definitely see the familiar fins of Kuatoa.
Ooh.
And it looks as though there are maybe 4 of them in the lake, and as you sort of passively look around, just sort of like acknowledging, okay, this is happening, you see that in one of the shelves above there are 4 more as you guys are moving forward, and you see a glow further down the shore. You see Sloop Loob Dop in the distance.
Alright, Shushar is going to turn to the others and say, "We are here. Once you have entered the town, you are no longer of any concern to me. I will tell them that I have completed my mission."
Okay.
Eldith says, "Well, can you please get us a boat or something out of here?"
Boat?
There are many boats that cross the Dark Lake. I am sure that you will be able to find one.
Yeah. So what? You're just gonna go off on your own, or?
We will see what happens when I share my findings with the rest of my town.
What exactly are the findings? What exactly did you set out to do? I'm sorry, I forgot.
That is none of your business. You will be learning if you stick around.
Wait, what? What?
He's
None of our business. Oh, that's interesting.
right.
Just because I've heard some tales of the Kurotoa, I would like to ensure our safety, so we're not walking into certain death.
Just play along with whatever religion is currently in fashion at the time, and they won't eat you. Of course, what religion is in fashion may be changing very soon.
Right. That's helpful.
And at this, you see one of the Kuatoa stand up on the shelf, raise a long spear of some sort over his head, and he yells, "Lemmigogon!" as it echoes across the cave, and the 4 Kuatoa in the lake erupt out, and they rush forward to you guys. Roll initiative.
Oh shit!
Oh god damn it.
All good, guys. We had a long rest.
What just happened?
We're rolling initiative.
We got
initiative again, baby.
jumped by fish people. What is?
Oh, Shusha is ready for this.
Would by any chance before the battle happen? Nah, fuck it. Never mind.
Fuck it. What is my initiative? 1. Uh-oh. 7. Yay.
Alrighty, let me just roll a general initiative.
I haven't even gathered all my
okay.
freaking spells. God damn it.
For these guys, okay.
Why do I always roll so good on initiative? Always with the initiative.
Most impressive. So let's put those in order. Monkey.
Oh, whoops, I forgot to roll it from my
Shushar
token.
got 6. Shushar got 20. Let me fix it. Whoop. Let me get the dice
Sorry
back.
about that.
No, 'tis okay. Let me get the torn order. The torn order.
You're getting the third order.
I'm getting the torn order. Alright, let me get some of this started. Oh, I gotta stop the music first. Alrighty, so it looks like, Sarah, you get to go first. 4 fish people rush out of the water and onto the shore. They have 2 of them have spears, but the spears are sort of like tipped in these like round sort of open edge. Like it's sort of like it would like snap once it clasps onto someone. 2 of them have that. The other 2 have nets. And you see about 30 feet above you are 4 more Kuatoa.
Can you fix my initiative on the thing?
You got 20, right?
Yeah. It's still showing
I
it as
didn't press
11.
enter. My bad.
Sorry.
There we go.
I will.
I feel the same way.
What do you do? They are snarling. They do not look friendly at all.
Are they advancing at all? Are they attacking?
Yes, they are advancing on you.
Is this map accurate with where we all are?
In a sense, yes. I'd say you guys are sort of like on something that looks like this, and they are coming out of the lake water towards you guys.
Okay. How many of them are there again?
There's 4 coming out of the water. There are 4 more on a shelf above you.
Okay, the one closest to me.
The one closest does not succeed, so it's going to take
The
9 damage. My goodness.
Force damage.
Well done. Okay. So 9. This sends it reeling back into the water, and it struggles to get back up. It looks fairly like ouch. It's clutching its chest and it's like stumbling back to its feet, but it seems determined. And Shushar, it is your turn.
I have a technical question about a spell.
Sure.
The spell is Flame Blade. It says you evoke a fiery blade in your free hand.
In that case,
would it just like hover above me or something?
I think it would just. I want you to. You'll be able to use it if you cast it. I'll tell you how it works because I would rather have it be in the moment. So you can cast that and it'll work. I'll tell you that.
Right. Okay.
By the way, is the music pausing for you guys at all, or is it
I
going?
have the music turned off.
It's pretty. I mean, it's not pausing, but it's pretty. Really,
It's
far
really
in the
jarring.
background for me. I don't hear it too terribly much.
Yeah, it keeps pausing on my end, so that's my
Okay.
with it right now. There it goes. I think it's working.
Okay.
What are you doing, Shushar?
Oh, alright. Shushar is going to call out to the 4 Kuo-Toa in Undercommon, saying, "You fools! Stop this! I have returned from my mission."
Make either intimidation or persuasion.
Okay, I'm actually proficient in persuasion. Oh, that doesn't help at all.
You see 2 of them cackle back to you in Undercommon.
It's Shusha! Oh, Lemmy Goon Goon, the Deep Father. You'll enjoy this.
And they continue forward regardless of your preachings.
Okay, in that
that's
case...
your action. What do you do?
Oh,
with,
okay.
Anything else you have?
That's a good question. Well, Adaptive Body isn't going to really help me here, so I'm going to switch disciplines to... how far away from me are they at this point?
I'd say they're about 15 feet.
Okay, I'm going to switch to my Iron Durability discipline.
Oh! I think that gives you like +1 AC or something like that.
Yep, +1 AC.
Okay, so you guys see Shushar, his brow sort of, I guess it glows, and that glow sort of outlines his shape. It's portly, very rigid shape. He seems to be rather confident in the face of these screaming fishmen that are assaulting you guys. And assault you they do.
My armor class is 12 now instead of 11. It's very useful.
2 of them with spears are going to rush forward. One of them is going straight for you, Shushar. What's your AC?
Well, as a reaction, I am going to spend... that was a 13, so I am going to spend 2 psionic points on my Iron Hide power to increase my AC by 2 as a reaction to being attacked.
That's pretty good. So I'm assuming that beats 13, right?
Yep. My
Okay.
AC is 14, haha.
So this one, the one that spoke, lunges forward. He tries to jab this opening around your neck, and it just sort of like clicks with a mechanism, and it tries to like close around your neck and dig the spikes into your pudgy jowls, and it can't seem to get a hold on it. This strange glow that you've activated just flashes and it just pushes them back. Another one is going to go for... I'm pretty sure Eldith is like at the ready. and that hits her definitely. So she takes. Okay, she takes I think 4 damage. Yeah, she takes 4 damage. Good job, Eldest. But she now, I believe, is grappled as this spear closes around her neck. She tries to like bat it away, but her dwarf hide is tough, but it still bites into her neck, and you can hear her go, "Ugh! Get this thing off me!" And the other two are going to throw nets at Sereth. 18 hits. The net falls on you with a flourish, and you find yourself restrained. You'll have to make a strength check to get out or cut your way out. This next one goes straight to Darendelle, who's the other big guy. This one doesn't hit. He just it just flops on him. He's too tall. It doesn't even reach the ground. And the other two above, or the 4 above, they're just looking in on this curiously.
So there's 6 in total, 2 coming out of the water and 4 above? Or
no, there's 4 coming out of the water, and there's 4 above. There's 4 above on a shelf.
Okay.
The one who cried out to alert these guys of you guys, or like to give them the order, sort of like rubs his catfish whiskers and then sort of like makes a motion to the 2 of them. Those 2 drop down from the shelf, spears in hand, but he and the other one stay. They do not move. But the 4 that are in your presence are they're in your guys' melee range. Stool, it's your turn.
Alright. I want to go beast form into giant owl.
Whoa!
I want to...
Boy, giant owl hype.
I want to try and pick up the closest one. The closest whatever they are.
Okay.
Kuatoa. And fly as high up as I can. As high as I can get while carrying this guy, and then drop him.
So, did your level 3 allow you to beast shape with a bonus action?
Beast shape as what?
As a bonus action, because it costs an action to beast shape. It sounds like you're gonna try to grapple this guy.
Yeah, it's only circle of the moon can be shape as a bonus action.
I haven't even picked a circle yet. I don't know. I haven't looked at those yet.
If you want, you can look at the circles and see which one you like. I'll just go ahead and say you can hold your turn for now and then do it if you pick that circle of the moon. If not, then we'll come back to you and you can decide to do something else.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll leave you to decide on that. It is now NPC's turn. Darendelle cracks his knuckles and he goes to town. He gets 14. Let me double check that. 14 does hit one of the Kuatoa. He aims for the one that threw the net on him. Does 8 plus 3. That's 11 damage. Okay then. Yeah. Ront, he's gonna take another swing. Come on, buddy.
Oh, you got this.
12. Oh my god, Ront, you're so close. He rushes forward and just tries to uppercut one of these guys, and they just dodge back. He lets out this growl of frustration. He can't do anything else his turn. My goodness. Bupido gets he steps back a few feet. He uses his movement to back up. Topsy and Turvy are also going to back up, but they do shift into were-rat form. They're sort of intending to intercept the 2 that are coming down from the shelf. And then Eldith tries to break free of the spear that has grappled her. And she succeeds. She reaches up and just wrenches it open and pulls herself out of it. Jimjar, it is your turn.
So you see the shelf above us. What is that like as far as structural, stalagmites, everything going on? What's going on up there?
It's just sort of like this wedge of rock that is just sort of like, it's sort of just, I'd say it's maybe like 10 feet of a wedge that is like just formed out of the wall.
Okay, and 4 of them are on top of that.
2 of them are now. A leader, it seems, and another who is keeping back for now. The other 2 have jumped off.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll try to do Earthen Blast, and I want to target the floor beneath as well as the 2 on top of it, because it's a 15-foot cone.
Okay, so do they have to make saving throws or no?
Oh, yes, they do. Here is the spell. It is going to be doing a grand whopping total of 6 damage. Wow.
I see.
But,
I'm gonna say you'd have to use half your movement to sort of like angle it correctly to hit them. So we'll say you do that. But you're able to hit all of them with this blast of earthen energy. 6 damage doesn't seem to be enough to... it certainly shakes the wedged, sort of overlooking place that they're at, but it doesn't seem to be strong enough to just dislodge it entirely. But it is certainly pierce through their armor and their slimy hides. Sareth, it is your turn. You're restrained. Oh yeah.
Did those guys up top? Did they do their strength saving throw or the dex saving throw to see if they're immobilized?
Oh, actually, let me do it for all of them. Pretty certain they only have a 1 on their strength. No, I think it's 1. No, 2.
Dex. Sorry, I didn't mean to say strength.
Oh, oopsie. So I'll do -1 of these. One of them will. The one that's next to the leader. Do they? Yes. I believe they are immobilized, except for one who's right next to the leader.
So I am just gonna pick Circle of the Moon. It's easiest. I know what it does, and I want that. Okay. I'm just gonna do that.
Okay, so your shroom form expands and starts to ripple as feathers cover your body, and once again, you're a giant owl. And you want to go ahead and grapple this guy. Go ahead and roll a strength check.
Okay, strength check. Strength of the giant owl is +1. Where's my mouse? Here it is.
This is... Oh, I did not mean to roll 4.
17.
17? He rolled a 3. So you're able to fly him up. What's your speed? Your flying speed
is... Flying speed is 60 feet.
60 feet. This giant owl...
I want to go up higher than 60 feet. So I'm gonna go up as high as I can, but I'm still gonna hold on to him until I'm higher than that.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you are able to. You're able to take this guy up 60 feet. All of a sudden, Stool erupts into a giant owl, picks up this fish guy, who has one of the spears, and just lifts him up all the way up. And he screams all the way. He was not expecting this. Seraph.
Alright, I'm still trapped, but I can still cast a cantrip. So at this point, I'm going to cast Chill Touch.
Oh, I see.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yes.
Chill.
That hits.
So, yes.
That hits. This is the one that you knocked back into the water. Takes that much damage.
Only 2.
No,
it's okay. I got this. It's okay.
You just bopped his little wet nose, and he was like, ah!
With that, exactly that sound effect. I just imagine you waddling over, being
Shusha,
I tried to be really
again.
Alright, how high up is the cliff that the two are still standing on?
I'd say it's less than 30 feet, I think.
And how close to the edge of the cliff is the leader?
He's leaning over the edge. What are you
Oh,
Yeah.
perfect. I have a new power for that.
Really?
Yes, I am going to use my psychic hammer talent.
Okay.
He needs to make a strength saving throw.
Let's see what happens. Natural 20.
Oh, of course.
Aw.
Alright, in that case, nothing happens.
Well, no. What does Psychic Hammer do?
It is let's see. It is a big hand of telekinetic energy that attempts to pick up someone and throw them.
Awesome. You reach out and you feel the form that you definitely feel your ability to take hold, but he mumbles this word almost like in feeling he's starting to like be pulled out off the ledge, and he just shakes his head, and you hear him mumble,
No, let me know, the deep father is strong.
and you lose grip, and it doesn't seem to. His resolve beats yours for some reason. Do you want to move at all? You are unfortunately in melee combat, so at least
Yeah.
two. Yeah.
Not
stay?
gonna move. I'm going to. I can. Let's see what I can actually do. Okay, no, I can't do that because I took my action. All right, yeah, I'm keeping my same discipline, keeping my same place. All right, that's all.
Okay, we're gonna have attacks from the Kuatoa again. The two spears. That one for Eldith misses. She bats it away. She's ready for it this time. This one goes for Darendale this time. It clasps him and it starts to dig into his.
Wait, didn't I pick up one of the guys with the spears though?
Oh, that's right. Okay, then this one actually pulled out a little short sword and just stabbed him, I guess. We'll go with that. It does the same amount of damage, though, so he takes 5.
Wait, who?
Darendale, he takes 5 damage. The
Darendale? Okay.
2 with the nets are going to also pull out their short swords. They're going to realize, well, gosh, we can restrain them, but we should probably kill them. This one's going for, I believe, Jimjar. They are going to... Oh wait, you rushed past, so he can't go for you. It's going to go for Shushar then. 19 to hit.
Oh, yeah, that hits.
Okay. Rules for damage. Just a whopping 2 damage.
Ooh.
To you, sir. And the other one is actually going to stab down at Sarah. Now that you're trapped in that. Does that hit?
Yes.
Hey!
Wait.
Oh.
Wait, no,
No?
sorry. I saw the 19 up front, and it's... Yeah.
Then
Sorry, what's this?
you're able to just sort of like twist your
Yeah.
body away from it as it sort of
Just
tries
barely.
to like, stab down into the thing. And
Ha.
Stool, it is your turn, buddy.
Alright. So I'm gonna use my move to go up a little bit higher, so I'll be basically at 80 feet.
Yep.
Then I want to dive towards the ground and then let go. So
Okay.
he's already going fast towards the ground when I let go.
I think it takes 1d10 per feet of damage on the fall, so I'm just going to like let this roll. I'm gonna roll 8d10 because I think that's how falling damage works.
That makes sense.
41 damage.
Fuck
Okay.
yeah. I want him to splatter and turn to like a kind of goo.
Holy sh...
Yes, I will allow this. With a, I guess, a screech of your owl form, you
Hell yeah.
dive down, Top Gun style, and let go of this wailing Kuatoa, and its cries are immediately silenced as it becomes a wet mess on the ground. Before
Like a
all
really,
of you,
really big bug hitting a car windshield.
oh, dang.
Splatter,
I'm gonna
guts
say that-
kind of like bones sticking out here, and eyeball goes bouncing off.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
It's just sort of like the shore of the Dark Lake is just like laughing at this mess.
Oh yeah.
And that's going to be your turn. I'm going to say it took an action to do that.
Yeah. That makes sense.
But that's one down. My God. The NPCs are now going to fight. Darendelle.
Wait, are cantrips bonus action?
I think it depends on the cantrip.
It
Yeah,
depends on the
some
cantrip.
spells are bonus actions, most aren't.
Yeah, it'll still state it in the spell if it's a bonus action or.
Oh wait, and I can't do
Oh yeah, you can't cast spells while you're in
can't
beast
do
form.
spells while I'm a beast, can I? Anyway.
No, not until like level
That's true, you
13.
can't.
Okay, never mind then. So yeah, that's good.
Okay. Your party members are now going to take the offensive. Darendelle does his 2 attacks on the ones that have already been hit. He just sort of wades into this brawl, just wailing. Unfortunately, he doesn't hit one, but he does get the one that's trying to attack you, Seraph.
Mm-hmm.
And he rolls 2d6. Oh, Darendelle. He makes clean work of him.
Yeah.
And his claws.
Thank you, Daredevil.
And his claws just shred its face, and it falls to the ground with a
Peeled
wet
his
splat.
face off. Ooh.
Yeah,
Nice.
he's
Awesome.
pretty brutal. But then he kneels down and he says, "Alright, Seraph, you seem to have gotten yourself into a predicament."
Well, I appreciate you. Thank you. Could you help me out of this somehow? Do you have a sharp object?
Oh, I don't have one on me. Maybe I can. I did not as a child. So
Why
let's
don't
see
you
if
just
we can.
pick it up? Pick up the net.
Ooh, could you pick it up? That's a good idea.
I could try. Eldith, in the meantime, tries to shield dash. It doesn't work. Ront. Finally!
Oh god, did he finally do something?
Finally did something.
He
Yeah.
actually connected an attack for the first time the entire
and
campaign.
he's gonna roll for damage. Not bad damage. Let's see. Okay, he whips. He sort of like. Oh, he's been waiting for this moment. Ront sort of. And the fist just like crunches into the Koatoa's face. And this third one just falls back. Its face sort of dented with this
God.
smack, bleeding.
He's
Wait,
inverted his nose into his skull.
Yeah.
I just realized something. Is anyone actually wearing the 2 chainmails that we got, or have we just been carrying them around uselessly?
Just carrying.
Bupido has
carrying
one
around.
wrapped around his waist, but nobody has the other one equipped. And at that, he's going to stumble away. After that, 2 kids are going to do some bites. Natural 20 for
Damn,
Turvey.
son.
Dang,
Just
Turvey.
freaking sliced his throat.
Let me look at what he does. I think it's 2d4. I think.
I just realized I finally killed someone.
You just
Oh my
did
gosh.
murder.
Finally.
Congratulations,
Finally.
Mushroom Child, you're a murderer.
Yay!
It took way too long, I think.
And then Mr.
And he looks down on me, but yet he's a brutal.
one. Ooh. You guys see the were-rat form of Topsy start to run after her brother to sort of like join him in battle, and she just slows, clutches her stomach, and just falls to her knees and vomits.
Oh god.
At that, I think that's all of our gang except for Bupido. Bupido suddenly whips out a long steel blade and tries to like and misses, unfortunately. It was very flourish-ish. Jimjar, it is your
makes
turn.
sense.
So, those ones that are up there on that ledge, what are they doing now? Do they come down? Or?
They seem to be talking with each other. They're frantically pointing towards the settlement of Swoopdulop. You don't understand them.
Okay. Is there like a rock or something around me?
Sure.
I can't think of what to do. Let's throw a rock.
What you got,
So
wizard?
I'm going to take a rock,
Oh.
like preferably like a 1 or 2 or maybe 3 or 4 pound rock, and I'm just going to kind of like I'm going to point at it, and I'm going to look at that at which one looks more important on that ledge. They're talking to each other.
The one that definitely seems more important, who's been like yelling, "Let me go coon," like really loud. He sort of has like a headdress of like fish bones, sort of like cradling his scalp.
So I'm going to like point at this at like a rock that weighs about 5 pounds or so.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to kind of just do like that.
Yeah.
And point it like to where it just goes straight across through to the path where he is directly at.
Sweet. Roll a attack.
It's the spell catapult.
Oh! Choose an object, flies in the direction before, blah 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 blah. Dexterity saving throw. Let me...
Oh, you can put dice in it? I didn't know you could put dice.
I just put brackets around what the dice is. That's all.
Yeah, I didn't know you could do that. I'm gonna do that. So I don't have to
7.
do it over and over.
He's gonna take that 12 damage. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, and this is just first level, right?
Yeah, I'm just gonna roll that as a first level spell.
All right. It smacks into his the fine headdress that he wears. It shatters, and when he gets back up, he has this. Some of his like scales have peeled back, and there's just a steady stream flowing down his face as he just like. Oh God. Clearly, wounded by this rock throw that you just did. Sarah, it's your turn.
Alright, am I out from under this net yet? Could Darendelle withdraw?
Darendelle will do it on his next turn.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to. What am I gonna do? Okay, so just on the ground with me, is there any of the creatures that are near me besides the one that Darendelle just kind of...
Yeah, one is actually sort of heading back into the water. The other one, his like face is like dented and bleeding from Ron's blow. Another one has not been hit yet. He's been trying to take on Shushar, but he can't even he can't hit the guy.
Okay, so the one that hasn't taken any damage, I am going to try to cast. Try to do the wisdom save of 14.
Wisdom save. Let me go ahead and roll.
2 1s for damage.
Ah. 13.
I got 6.
Well,
they had to.
He takes that 6 damage at the very least.
I do what I can.
You did what you did. He sort of like clutches his head, reeling from this dissonant noise.
Ooh.
Or whispers. And quite hurt. But he's still up and at him. Shushar, it's your turn.
Alright. As a bonus action, I'm going to switch to my Psychic Assault discipline.
Oh.
And then I am going to... The leader guy is still up on the edge of the cliff, right?
He is. He just got bashed in the head with a catapulted boulder.
Alright, well, let's have him make another strength saving throw.
Strength. Let me actually double check this. Because I want to be certain. Where are my coatoas?
Coatoans?
My coatoans?
Coatoans?
12? Does 12 work?
Oh, 12 fails. Alright.
Yay.
So a big hand of mystical purplish energy just forms behind him and just pushes him. And...
Off the ledge?
Yeah, off the ledge, and also the hand itself deals 8 points of damage, +2 because of my psychic assault.
8
So he
points
takes
of damage.
So it's not
8 points
really
of damage, and
it's
he's
not
pushed
really
off.
a push. It's more like a backhanded swat off the ledge.
That sounds like something Shusho. He's gonna take 3d10 because he's
It
falling.
does.
So I'm gonna just roll those 1 and 2 and a 3. My God. So
Dang,
16.
what's that? 22.
So
26.
31 total.
31.
Holy
Adding,
crap.
31.
yeah, adding mine damage.
You do this, and he, ooh, to your great satisfaction, lands with a heavy splat as the rest of his head just gets crushed in the fall.
Alright, and Shushar is going to shout in Undercommon, "Your god is weak. Psionics are the true god."
And make an intimidation check with advantage.
Ooh.
Since you just splattered
10,
one out
wow.
all across the ground.
You, your words echo throughout the cave, and the Kuatoa who are engaged with some of the rest of your party sort of like stare at you, just witnessing their leader collapse off of this this edge of the wall, and they look to each other. They hiss, and they, with mad eyes, start to just step back. The one by the shore immediately disappears into its depths. The other one tries to disengage from you, Shushar. You can have an opportunity attack if you like.
No, Shushar's just gonna stand there with his arms crossed.
Okay, he flinches back away from you, clearly terrified, but intensely. It is just this intense hatred that he just glares in your direction. The one on the at the top where his leader just fall, he starts to clamber down, trying to like run into one of the tunnels that must be like secreted away on the wall somewhere. The other two that came from that start darting into the water as well. Topsy is going to take a nip at one of them. Does not catch them, sadly. Bubido does not catch them, sadly. So, yes.
So all the Kuto are fleeing right now.
Yeah, all of them are pretty much able to get under the surface of the Dark Lake.
Well, I want to.
The three that are left.
I want to try and grab at one of them and bring him back to the group and just kind of like pin him against the ground underneath my giant talon, my large talon.
Unfortunately, with all of their movement, I think all of them are able to get under the surface of the water. The only other one who you could have caught has sort of disappeared into the wall somewhere, into some tunnel, possibly. You could try to go after him, maybe. It's gonna take like double.
How big?
How
big of the tunnel is that?
If you use your movement to go over there, it's not much of a squeeze for a giant owl. You could probably go in there, but you wouldn't be able to fly.
Yeah, hell no. Walking speed is 5 feet.
Wow.
Oh yeah. So that's not gonna happen.
Just a giant waddling owl. Cute. Well, after this, gracious, all of you just sort of take in this silence after they had just attempted to, from the looks of it, capture you. Darendelle eventually is able to get you out of the net, Sarah.
I turned to Darendelle. Thank you. Did you just see what Shushar did?
Quick question, DM.
Yo.
Are we out of initiative?
You're out of initiative at this point.
That one that went in underneath the thing, like that was climbing down from the ledge.
Yeah.
I was going to try to stop him from like getting away, maybe try to capture him ourselves.
You mean the one that went into the tunnel?
Yeah, I was waiting for my turn, but to announce it, but
on their turn, the majority of them disappeared into the dark lake. They sort of went around you guys with their dash actions. The only one that didn't, stayed up on the shelf, on the wall, and seemed to disappear into some sort of tunnel that must have been on the wall somewhere along there.
While he was doing that, would I have been able to try to collapse the tunnel or anything?
It wouldn't have had to be on your turn, I believe.
Because that was like their action.
Yeah, that was their action. That was on their turn, so it looks like most of them have gotten away, unless you have a reaction spell that could do that.
Well, after they get away and everything, I would say something to the group, like, do you guys want to try to capture one of them? I saw one go right over there.
The Ront is kind of like, yeah, let's get him. He seems like pumped. He got a hit. So
he's happy because he finally got to hit something.
Darendal looks at you and says, I would rather not, honestly.
I'm with Darendal on this. I'm good here.
Topsy just sort of like shakes his hand and says, I feel good. No thanks. Turvy just, with his little rat squeak, just goes, I would, I mean, no. Elda says, I really wish we could have gotten one, at least.
Yeah. I'm just gonna land next to the group and just kind of shake my head. I'm gonna stay in this form for a while. I mean, I only get to use it twice per day, so.
By the way, good job on your first kill stool. I saw that. Pretty epic.
Bupido is just sort of standing there like, impressive.
It's pretty funny because now I'm basically the same size as... Is Darendal a large creature?
I'd say he's like almost large creature. He's the largest amongst you.
So I'm basically bigger than everybody right now.
Yeah, you are big.
That's fun.
You're a big boy.
So the good news is we have reached Slublu Top. The bad news is whatever god is in favor right now, it's a big one, and it is one that apparently mandates some sort of sacrifice.
Oh, great. By the way, what was that back there? Did I just see you go, like, haywire on those? That was impressive, Shushar. I didn't think you had it in you.
I was proving that my mission was successful, and he just grins.
I would say so, whatever your mission was. Wait, was your mission to bring sacrifices?
No, not that. I left far before whichever god is in favor now. Like I said before, the god that was in favor when I left was a root vegetable on a stick.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that conversation. Okay. Well, if we have to give a sacrifice, do we have to give a sacrifice to go into the full... I don't know how this works.
I am not fully aware of the doctrines of this new god. The one that I killed was their priest, so I doubt we'll be getting any information.
By the way, Shushar, you do notice that there are shapes walking down this main coast that leads into Slublu. It's more Kuatoa, but it's a line of them. Like, there's only like 5 of them, and one of them sort of raises his hands above, and you hear echoing in the cavern,
The Sea Mother welcomes you, travelers. Forgive us, for we did not know the cultists of the Deep Father were ready and willing to attack you.
and this voice just echoes to the cavern as the lead Kuatoa, just arms out folded, says,
You are welcome to come into our protection.
Currently, I'm standing so my back is to them, and as they approach, it's just The head whips around, just kind of screeches at him.
Not even the body. The body doesn't turn.
No,
The
body
head-
doesn't move at all. His head is just giant, like, head-sized eyeballs.
Make an intimidation check.
Alright. I don't even think I marked intimidation on here. I didn't. Hold on, let me find intimidation. Oh, I gotta find intimidation for the beast. I don't even. What is.
You keep your charisma when you turn into beast form, so it would be the same as
Oh, it would
in
be
your
the
normal
same?
mushroom form.
Yo.
Yeah, unless the beast form is proficient with intimidation, which I don't think it is.
So.
I mean,
8?
I'd give you advantage, honestly, with this your giant owl. They never seen a monster like this. Because
Right.
you are a monster right now.
Okay. That says a.
They see the smear that you just made.
8 is what I get.
Okay. They're clearly, you see maybe, like, one of the smaller ones just sort of, like, step into line a little deeper than the others.
It's like, not here.
No, thanks. Shushar, I would say you do recognize the voice of this Kuatoa, and you also do maybe recognize, like, the blue hue of his skin and scales. This you would recognize is, oh god, let me type the name in so you know how to spell it.
So I can pronounce that
Yes.
Kuatoa name?
Klibdolugut. But everybody calls him Clib.
Good, thank God.
The god that he spoke of, the Sea Mother, was that the same god that he was worshipping when I was last here, or is this a new god?
I would say at the time it was a time of transition, hence why your ideas weren't exactly accepted. They kind of voted yours down first. You do remember there was talk of a Sea Mother, and it was gaining some popularity among the circles after the previous god, the vegetable on the stick, didn't seem to be working.
Obviously.
But you do see Clib has become very decorated. He's known as the keeper of the altar, so no matter what god is in charge, or what faith is in popularity in Slugudop, he's the one that
god
keeps
is
the
trending?
altar. Yes, so he is the altar keeper.
Oh, Clib, there you are. I was worried that our town had been overrun by, well, fanatics.
In Undercommon, I'm gonna be like, are you sure nobody's going to attack us again?
You know they can speak Undercommon, right?
Oh no, I know that. That's why I was saying it in Undercommon, so they knew that.
Okay.
He says,
I thought you were trying to be like discreet.
Oh no,
Talking-
oh no.
oh boy. He says,
You can trust me that no harm will come to you now that you are in the graces of the Sea Mother and her children.
and he just smiles. It's not as dopey as old Shushar's smile, but it's pretty long and saggy.
I don't trust you.
Do
Oh,
not
how many
worry.
were they?
Clib has been the elder for Shushar starts counting on his fingers a long time. He is trustworthy.
Jim Jar takes the opportunity here to see the distrust of them to kind of come forward and be like, "Oh, sorry, Father. They are very hard to. It's hard to get these guys' trust. I've already saved their lives twice now, and they still don't trust me."
Oh my god.
Hello. Thank you so much for taking us in. We promise to abide by your law around here for our stay. And I kind of give like a formal bow.
He nods, and he says,
I'm so happy that Shusha seems to have gathered his own little school of minnows.
Yes.
Although, if that is your
minnows.
intention, Shusha, I would not be able to protect your ideas, I'm afraid. They are rather, how shall we say, odd.
These ones are not followers of my teachings. We were all imprisoned by the drow, and this little ragtag troop escaped along with me.
Yes, and we also prevented the drow from coming after us, even and pursuing us as well. And potentially kept them from coming this direction towards your town, which could possibly be a good thing because they seem rather angry.
The drow are angry. We would rather not do business with them. But not to worry, the Dark Lake is our home, and you are welcome in it. But do not linger without our presence, for there is a rift in Snoop-Luda. My dear Shushar.
A rift?
Yes. Bloop requires your assistance.
He says to you, Shushar, and Bloop, or Blooplin, as many of them call him. I'll type. My God, the names the names for Kuatoa are just beautiful. They make your mouth do weird things.
It sounds like little bubbles coming out from the
Exactly.
I really like it.
Okay, everybody, gargle some water and try to say these names.
Right.
Go. You recall that I can't do it.
I can't roll my R's either. It's all good.
No. Bluplin was a high priest of some renown of the Sea Mother when this transition started. You also remember he was kind of the one who pushed you to leave.
Yeah.
But
So he's
now
kind of
he's
a
in
dick.
charge, from what
So-
you gather.
So he has come around and is requesting my assistance. Is that it?
After seeing all of you handle yourselves so expertly against the Deep Father's children,
Says with a
we would be most gracious. His daughter is being quite uppity about this Lemugugu.
What?
That is the name of their god. The Sea Mother is greatly offended.
Yes, I would assume so. Well, let's not tarry any longer. Let's head into town.
And at that, you notice that the deep gnomes have grabbed short swords. Eldith has grabbed one for herself. Ront actually grabs one of the spears for himself.
I would expect him to grab 2 of the short swords.
That would be impressive. He says, I need
Something.
He just clenches his fist. He says,
That
Is there
looks so
like a-
good.
Is there a rapier anywhere around, or any kind of daggers, or is it just short swords?
The body of the leader does have a ornamental dagger that you can take.
Okay, I'll take the dagger.
It's something.
I guess because we're going into a
Is there any
civilized area.
crossbows or any ranged weapons around here?
Doesn't seem to be, at least in possession of these folks.
Is there a spare spear that I could grab a spear as well then?
Yes, there is a spear as well.
So I guess because we're going into civilized area, I guess I'll drop beast form.
Yes,
all
very
of their
civilized.
eyes, all of their eyes.
Simultaneously drop beast form and climb up on Sarath's shoulder.
To your
Sit there for a
surprise, Shushar, Kuatoa, if their eyes could go any wider, they would. You notice the tiny, like smithereens of awe that they grant this transforming mushroom, and Clips sort of like slaps one of them and says, "We are going back to town. Follow me." And he leads all of you into Snoop-Luda. I will now put you there.
Yay!
Let's get rid of
I
this.
think they are intimidated by you, Stool. It's really weird.
Damn straight they are. Oh, and I put the spores out again so that I can talk to everybody. Because when I flew up and dropped a guy, I got out of range.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Spores.
There we go.
Gonna switch back to my adaptive body discipline.
Most lovely. So, you are over here at one of the outer walls, and you come down into the wall that has been constructed here is like a mix of a natural formation and reinforced rocks that have been like sort of like cemented together with some sort of like substance. But as you're let in, there are certainly many Kuatoa on these very like the town was just sort of built on this uneven surface, and let me actually put some lovely different music on. Ooh. There we go. A little lower. Beautiful. This town was sort of built on the uneven shoreline that leads into the Dark Lake, and you see there are docks with several different Zerkwood ships, some of them large, meant to carry like more than one, but there aren't many because Kuatoa don't necessarily need the ships unless they're going on long journeys into the Dark Lake. You also see that there are it dips into like a small valley in this area, and you definitely see an arrangement of what looks like tall shrines. You can't make out the details over there yet, but in general, this is where Shushar came from. It is a dank, smelly, and wet place.
Ah, home sweet, slimy home.
Oof. If any of you are barefoot, I'm so sorry.
Right.
And Clib says,
Well, Shushar, it is a relief to see you at this. We thought you were lost for good into the madness that seemed to claim you. Your clever ideas were... Well, it was a shame. You were such a nice little tadpole.
Actually, I have returned with further proof and further evidence for the teachings that I espoused before.
I saw a little glimmer of such things. You are high priest of this outlook, you say? This
Yes, the god Psionics will grant us power.
We shall see. I would be wary of such talk amongst the archpriest of the Sea Mother. Bluegreen is already dealing with enough.
Yes, I am certain that by resolving whatever issue it is that is occurring, I will do more than prove the might of my god.
Eldith sort of speaks up
sorry.
and says, Shushar, you... I think less than a couple days ago, you didn't want to come here. Now you're all for it all of a sudden?
Also, I think to him, didn't you just like 15 minutes ago say, just play along with whatever god is in popularity right now and they won't eat you? And then the first thing you say is, my god is better than theirs? Like, I'm confused about what is actually should be
you're
going on.
not. You're just a lowly not Kuatoa.
Kuatoa politics are very complicated.
It is true.
Right, okay. I'll be over here if you need me.
I kind of turned to Eldith, kind of like, I know that he wasn't eager on going at first, but I kind of like this new Shushar.
Uh-huh.
He's a little bit scary, but have you seen him fight? He killed lots of people. I'd rather have that on my side.
It's just creepy.
Oh yeah, it's Shushar.
Yeah.
What do you expect?
She just sort of like glances between Sarah and Shushar for a moment and just rolls her eyes. Alright. And Darendel sort of leans into the rest of you and mumbles,
I'm embarrassed to be in a terrible place like this. It's wet and dirty.
Oh, wow. Really? You
Darendel,
just disemboweled a beast with
us.
your face.
Well,
At least you're not trying to kill us or or chain us in shackles and hold us into a cell with each other.
Oh, Mister. Oh, it's okay. These people
sort of
are
shrinks
very
back from-
trustworthy.
He sort of shrinks back
Well,
from Jim Jar like
I didn't
that.
say you weren't trustworthy. It's hard to gain your trust, obviously.
Because you are untrustworthy. That's why it's hard
That
to
is
gain
not
our
true.
trust.
I've saved you numerous times, and I have held up my...
But you've been very sketchy about it. Just because you've saved us doesn't mean you don't have ulterior motives.
Because I've...
That's vocabulary words right there.
What have I done wrong to you, Stool?
Stool? I feel like I hear something in the air, and you're just talking to thin air. I don't... Do you guys hear anything?
There seems to be this very annoying tiny buzzing sound.
Klib just looks at Shushar, and he just...
You've quite the flock, it seems.
I do not associate with these people completely. We are bound by purpose for now.
So I cast Mage Hand,
Okay.
and the hand goes up to what's her face, her ear, and like does this to her ear.
Turvy? Or Sarah?
Sarah.
Oh yeah, Topsy. Sarah. Okay, Sarah.
You're gonna wet Willy,
You
Sarah.
feel like a little wetness on your ears. Sort of like it digs in there and you're like, ah.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me now, Sarah?
Wait, what did you just do?
He just
Cast magic.
attempted to clean your ears with magic.
You said you couldn't hear me.
Don't touch me. I cast Eldritch Blast.
Oh my
Saving
god.
throw.
Give,
Make a strength saving throw.
I need a strength saving throw.
I
Or
will
else-
cast Misty Step.
Oh. So,
Bring it. Let's do this.
where do you want to go with Misty Step?
Uh,
Forward or backwards?
right behind her.
Or behind her? Okay. Man, you put all your spite into this Eldritch Blast, Sarah, and immediately he just... You're like, oh god, I didn't mean to hit him that hard. Or at least, you're fairly certain the Eldritch Blast doesn't just disintegrate people.
Yeah.
Oh my god, roll perception, Sarah.
Oh my god. I hate you so
Oh,
much.
this is beautiful.
I want to roll perception also. Can I do that?
Sure, because you're on her shoulder. You're on her shoulder.
Fuck. 7.
Oh, God.
We both don't notice.
Where'd he go? Where'd he go?
What the fuck?
Everybody else is kind of like, because they're like Jim Jar. You're able to just like sort of like step just in tune and keep behind her as she just was like, huh? Stool.
I'm not
I
sure
would say you
how
have
staying out of
advantage. I want to say you have advantage
how does
because
staying out of sight of that?
he's a mushroom. I honestly think he might see you just because.
There we go. 21.
Okay.
That makes
21.
more sense.
That meets it. You're kind of confused at the same time, and you're like, where'd he go? And then you're like, oh,
But then realize he's staying right behind us.
it's right behind him.
Okay.
And I guess that's
Hold
it.
on.
Sarah, I guess you're just annoyed.
Nope. Entangled.
Warmer, colder. Entangled? What the Okay, strength saving throw, Jim Jar? What the fuck?
Because why not?
Oh my goodness.
Right under
Yeah.
Jim Jar.
Jim Jar.
Because-
Give me a strength saving throw. Oh, wait.
It would technically be under everybody, but as long as he doesn't move, Seraph can smack him.
Oh, whoops.
Well, I passed it, and I gotta say, you guys are quite abrasive towards me. I haven't done anything really wrong to you guys.
And the majority of everybody else is also caught in this entanglement. And the whole party suddenly stops as, yeah. Oh, except for Shushar. Klib also makes it. Darendel and Eldith also make it. Everybody else is just, including you, Sarah, is just caught up.
And I take this moment and say, hey, everybody needs to calm down. We are visitors in another city.
I'm not the
And
one
we
who
need to
shot
make
me.
sure
Not
that
the
we're not
laugh at me.
aggravating people that we're visiting. They're being gracious enough to let us enter their city and pass through their city. Let's everybody just calm down.
Oh, so you can say that and it's fine, but I'm not allowed to say the same thing. And I get an Eldritch Blast blasted out my head. And tried to be entangled by a walking mushroom.
Boopido
What
just
did I
like
do?
stares
What
at
did I
all
do?
of you like,
What did I do to you? And I look over at the person. I'm like, you see what I'm saying? You see? I haven't done anything wrong to these people, and they just don't trust anybody.
That kind of tends to happen when most
When what?
people.
When what? I save your life and keep all the drow from coming after you? And bring all your and locate all your gear, open the lock, and bring all your gear back?
You didn't bring the gear back. The twins brought the gear.
I got it out of the chest. I sacrificed.
There are many.
I point at the little prick on my finger from the dart.
Oh,
And yes, I'm the one that got it out. Just
there are
because-
many beings in the Underdark that will play the friendship card. I've seen the stories, I know the stories, and I know what happened. They say, oh, I'm trustworthy, oh, we're friends, oh, and then next thing you know, you're stabbed in the throat.
Have I stabbed anybody in the throat?
Not yet, that's how it happens.
Well, I mean, I've on numerous occasions have stepped up and saved all of your lives.
Being paranoid keeps people alive. Just wanna...
Being paranoid? I helped you escape from prison. Leon.
Only to lead us to what next? You know.
You have Shushar is the one who has led us here. I did not lead anybody anywhere. Would you have liked to have stayed in there? I mean, I'm still trying to wrap my head around where saving your life means that I am not trustworthy or just completely, repulsive to you. And
I know that you saved our lives on multiple occasions, yes. But just because you saved our lives doesn't mean that you aren't gonna risk it or try and take it later. I mean...
How? Well, then the same thing could be said about everybody else here with you. And you
exactly, the same thing can be said about everybody else here. But for some reason, I only have weird feelings about you, not everyone else.
Well, I'm sorry.
And I tend to trust my feeling.
Shushar, what are you channeling right now?
What is my discipline?
Mm-hmm.
Right now it is adaptive body. So
Okay.
I don't have the one that lets me sense lies.
Never mind.
So, yeah, Jim Jar will continue trying to explain to Stool and them that, that they've basically been singling him out and pretending like he's just like a lesser of a person and and completely being ungrateful for what he has done for them.
Lesser of a person?
You have
never-
to be like that.
I never said anything like that. I never said
Well,
that
look
you're
at
not.
what you just did just now. You tried to entangle me. All I did was
trying to
avoid-
keep everybody to trying to get everyone to calm down.
Oh, by targeting me with this. I pull up this vine out of the ground. By targeting me with this, I kind of just like.
Look around you on the ground and see how almost everybody here is got their feet wrapped in these vines. It's not targeting you. It's around everyone.
It certainly seems to be centered at me, and whenever you looked at me and
You're standing right next to us.
I'm gonna say
Of
at
course it's
this instance, you guys are like everybody has like pulled themselves out of the entanglement at this point. And you've been led further into Slukudum, and you reach.
As we're talking, this is going on.
Yeah, like you
Right,
guys are just
right.
arguing in the streets as this goes on.
Which is funny because everybody only hears Monkey yelling at a mushroom on Sarah's shoulder. No one hears.
It's true.
No one but the party is hearing Stool.
It's true. And Cliv
Shushar
does.
is up front talking with Cliv. He's ignoring the group.
Mhm. Any questions or something specific you want to ask him?
He's actually, I was planning on asking about the Sea Mother and if there's anything that I should advise the others to avoid doing to avoid insulting her.
He says, well, for one, it would be nice of them to place an offering at her shrine, so as to appease her. They are, after all, intruders upon her gracious lake.
Yes,
I
I will.
If I was conscious to that comment, then I would say something, but I'm currently in a heated argument.
It's true. It's true. It's very true.
When we reach the statue, I will inform them. I'm certain that they have something to give.
Well, that's quite
Sure.
kind of
Yeah,
you,
totally.
I'm very proud of you.
And he claps you on the shoulder. He's very proud of you. You are led to this large shrine. It is a sight. It looks as though a humanoid figure has been carved out of some zerk wood. Very delicately, though. It's almost as though, Shujar, you kind of suspect it might have been like scavenged, or they might have found it somewhere. You kind of doubt that they might have built this themselves, but certainly they've attached the rest of it by themselves. There are two enormous claws wrapped and tied to this statue's arms. Like, she doesn't have any arms, but she has these giant claws instead that are like double the length of her body. And she stands on this dais that sort of overlooks the rest of the square that this seems to take place in. You also see that they have the severed head of a crayfish on the top of this headless torso, and
Amazing.
flies are just crowding around it. You also notice that it has been adorned with guts and coral and shells, and at the foot of the dais, the altar, it has different things that have been brought to her.
That's just gross.
Yeah, there's fish, mushrooms, some weird stones and shells that they might have scavenged from the bottom of the Dark Lake. You do see even some broken glass, as well as other various knickknacks.
I know that I was one of the ones who argued against the Sea Mother in our meeting. It feels like so long ago now, but I must admit she looks a lot better than the vegetable.
He nods and Clip says, yes, I'm very happy about this one. Probably the best I've had since the, Oh gracious, do you remember when we tried to... Oh, great.
He looks at all of them surrounding you and leans in, and he says,
Do you remember when we tried... when we tried to worship that horrible thing? Oh gracious, we strapped, old Underdark to a sailing post for a week, because we thought he would turn into a lobster.
Oh yes, I remember that certainly.
He was a good chap, though. He certainly sat there for 2 weeks.
Yes, he was a very good sport about it all.
They strapped a man to a post for 2 weeks thinking he'd turn into a lobster?
His sermon's
Did I catch that?
His sermon's got a little bit.
Don't judge.
Yeah, at the tail end of that particular faith, his sermon's got a little out there, we'll say.
Yes, well, as long as we're here at the statue, I suppose it would be best if those of us who are capable of made some offerings.
Oh, be most beneficial to you. The blessings of the Sea Mother are very... they have such good turnouts.
And Shushar is going to step up to the statue, and he's going to take out a little a small cloth package in which he has wrapped his poultice of hit dice, and he's going to offer it up to the statue.
You sort of you sort of follow the this statue is surrounded by other Kuatoa. They seem to be in deep prayer or in deep chanting as they bow repeatedly. They walk around the statue. They seem to have a train of worshippers around the Sea Mother at all times, it seems. And you do the little bow. Yes, and you offer it onto the altar, and then you step back, and Clib nods and says, "That is a gracious offering. Certainly she will reward you as you venture out." Oh, gracious, you want to stay, don't you?
I am planning on staying, yes, if all goes well. If my proofs are enough, then I will stay. If they are not, I will leave and collect more evidence about how my god, psionics, can empower our people.
Well, you'll have to make your case then. I'll go retrieve my good dear friend, the Archpriest. Please, resolve whatever conflict you have before speaking to him.
Alright, Shushar is going to switch to his Psychic Inquisition discipline and is going to go talk to his friends now.
Alrighty, and also, all of you are getting looks from the nearby Kuatoa. They are expecting you to leave an offering.
So I'll take a step forward, and I will take this coin out.
Okay.
And I'll walk up, and I'll just kind of give like a little bow, and I'll drop it in there, and it'll make a little tink noise when it hits.
Nicely. It catches the eye of several Kuatoa, and they look on, impressed. And as you step back, they return to their train, and they're bowing and they're chanting.
Just kind of look at Sereth and shrug. If a mushroom could shrug, I would shrug right now.
I'm gonna feel my forehead a little bit, and then I'm gonna try to experimentally tug at some of the mushrooms and see if it hurts at all.
Sure. Oh gosh, are you quiet or is it just me?
No, she's quiet.
She's quiet.
Yeah, it was pretty quiet for me too.
Yeah.
Okay, is that better?
It's not a whole lot better. I did hear what you said, but
Do you have anything to offer to him though?
if you try to pluck one of the mushrooms off, I'm gonna make you try to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Okay. No, go back. Oh, no.
The instant you try to add pressure to pluck one of the orange mushrooms from your head, an intense pain fills the mass of your head, and you immediately let go, and you go, it's like pulling a tooth out.
Careful, Seraph. You don't want to hurt yourself.
Yeah.
I then pull out 2 more coins and put them into the jar. Like, I have your offerings for you, both you and Stool. And they go tink.
And Shushar, after Sereth pulls at the mushroom, Shushar's just going to turn to him and say, "I told you not to pick at that."
That you did.
Did tell you. Darindel looks around.
Let me think about this. As a dignitary, you have to have an appropriate gift.
Bukido sort of steps forward, grabs his beard, and cuts off some of it, and just starts dancing around the shrine, sort of like leaving little trails of his beard along it. And he's sort of humming this. Satisfied? As he looks to Shushar.
Yes, I believe that their Sea Mother will be able to make use of that.
Eldith reaches back, pulls off this iron clasp that she's used to keep her braid in place, Well, there's no need for fashion these days. And puts it on the place of the little altar as well. Topsy and Turvy, they walk up and they put their hands on it, and then they step back. Shushar, make a perception check.
All right.
Fuck. Oh, fuck.
They just snatched the coins from Monkey.
Darcy's all.
They
Well,
sort of
it
walked
should
up
be-
to try to like act
Real,
like
real
they-
fast. Are they snatching the coins?
Yes.
Those are all, they're all illusions.
Ah! Okay. They look a little surprised. And then they look at each other. They're like, you can't really see what they're doing, but it looks as though they're trying to fake put stuff on the altar. Shushar.
Okay, well, I noticed this. Does it look like the other Kuotoa noticed this? Are they perceptive enough?
I will have to roll. I'm gonna say it just no. They're aware. Yes, they do. Several of them lift their heads and they make glances between you and the twins, and the twins start like bickering with each other.
I'm going to telepathically say, Topsy, Turvy, if you don't want to get sacrificed, you might want to cut that out and find a real offering.
Fine. Topsy says as she reaches in
Fine.
and she pulls out a diamond ring. Puts it on.
Is that her engagement ring?
No.
Where did you get that?
It's a ring they stole from what's her bitch face.
She just looks to you and says, I'd rather have a sword than a stupid diamond. Ah, and she just looks very pained. By the way, Shushar, she's lying.
Okay.
Topsy sort of like, huh? Huh? Oh. And he feels one of his teeth and just plucks it out. He goes, it was loose anyway. And puts it onto the altar.
Amazing.
Adding to his growing lift.
Yeah. I gotta dial it up. Ront.
Does Ron still have the 4 inches of rope?
Yes.
Monkey's
Yes.
voice
I
is
told you that was handy.
He actually does pull it out, looks at Jimjar, and he can't help but smile as he places it onto the altar.
I point at him and say, told you we'd get some good use out of that.
God.
Now, do I notice
This
anything?
doesn't change. That one day, I'm gonna smash your face. And it's gonna be the funniest thing ever.
Jimjar
And,
just kind of mocks him as he says, like,
Shushar, oh man, he's lying. He enjoys this. I think that's everybody except Darendelle, who...
Oh dear, I just don't know what to give. And I don't have anything proper.
I look towards Darendelle and I pull out the dagger that I got from the whatever. I'm gonna get
Wait,
it.
hold on, wait.
What?
He just put 4 inches of rope on there. One of the twins put a tooth, rip out some fur and put that on there. I mean, obviously, no offense to Shushar, obviously she doesn't really care what is put there. I mean, the other Koatoa were surprised that Jimjar put coins on there. I mean, just look at a clump of fur.
they're more like impressed,
It'll be
I'd
fine.
say. Shushar, do you want to make a religion check?
Yes, I do want to make a religion check. That's something I'm good at.
Oh.
I'm good at religion checks
22,
too.
holy crap. So
I'm good at religion
you
also.
heard a lot. Oh yeah, do a religion check if you want to like take a check at this.
8. Motherfucker.
Stool, this is
No
weird.
fair.
You don't know why these people are doing this. Shushar, the Sea Mother appears to be some sort of scavenging-oriented goddess. Hence why of how she's built. They make offerings to her. The greater the offering, the more higher the boon of discovering things on your own when you're out in the Dark Lake searching for things. So that's how you assume this is how this works.
Darendelle, it doesn't matter the value of the gift. It
pretty cool.
matters. What truly matters is where you found the gift and how you found the gift.
Darendelle looks down and says, "My goodness, that's the most beautiful thing I've ever heard." And he says, "Well, as the Prince of Narindendane, I grant the Sea Mother a temple once I return to my kingdom and claim it."
And he sort of like says,
Does anybody have a pencil or something so I can write that down?
Notarized.
I need to put down a notoriety.
Pockets.
I've always written using my slime when it was necessary.
"Oh, of course!" And he places his big paws on the altar, leans down, and starts just onto the altar in big swooping motions until he seems to have spelled out what he. Let me actually see how good he is at that.
An intelligence of like.
Oh, it takes a while. You guys are there for a while. He's not done for a good 5 minutes.
Now, with the perception check I made before, do I notice that the coins that what's his name? Jimjar put in, do I notice that they're an illusion?
Make a perception. You did make a perception check.
Yes, unnatural 20.
Make a sleight of hand check, Jimjar.
You're muted.
Jimjar.
What I was thinking would happen was actually, I was waiting to see if anyone noticed while Topsy and Survey were doing it. Did anyone say anything when they were doing that?
I didn't say anything.
Okay. Then I wouldn't have dispelled them, because if someone would have noticed it, I would have dispelled them and made it look like they took them.
Yeah, they don't
But
seem
but if no one said anything, then I'm not worried about it. So yeah, she would probably see with the 20, because it's going against
yeah, I'd say you noticed
DC,
what
which is a 13, I
Topsy
think.
and Turvy were also trying to do.
I'm gonna take the dagger that I found on the body because I don't want to get in trouble if they find out this is illusion coin.
Okay, you set it down. It's at this point, as Darendelle is slathering over the altar, that that Clib comes back with a rather tall, leaner fishman, and he's ordained in this. To Shushar, it's the most graceful dress for a Kuatoa. He's covered in bone pauldrons of different skeletons sort of hanging on his long robe. None of them like humanoid, but they're mostly of fish, a few crustacean pieces here and there, and he carries a tall scepter as well, affixed with some strange metal object that is sort of like tied to the top, and he looks at you with a rather tired expression, and he says,
Shushar, you're back.
Yes, I have returned. I have some findings to present, but I hear that you have a matter that requires my expertise first.
Yes. You will fit nicely in my plan, in the Sea Mother's graceful design.
Creepy.
My daughter, she's turned against Sloopudop, against the Sea Mother.
he says in a hushed tone as he leans in closer, and he says,
You returning will be seen as a threat. I will present you
And then, together, we will kill this archpriest, this speaker of the Deep Father. And fortunately, that's where we're gonna have to leave this session.
All right.
So there's Deep Mother and then there's Deep Father.
Oh, did I say
So
mother?
Mother.
Oh god, I meant to say father. Oopsie.
Oh no! I was just making sure that I was understanding correctly.
The sea mother,
Sea mother
and the deep father.
Deep Father.
With us, and then the Sea Father
And-
is like,
If before we end, I may be allowed to respond, Shushar smiles and says, "Well, that sounds to me like less rivals."
That's cute.
The only
I love
other
that.
thing that I was curious about is how where's this offering plate and like
What?
where's the offering plate with all the items in it?
They're just sort of placed around the altar. It doesn't really matter where you put it as long as it's there.
Okay, I'm just taking note. How many people are in this room?
It's not a
Other than
room,
us.
it's the town. I'd say there's about 12
It's the
Kutoa
center of
in
town.
total. Yeah, there's about 12 in total. Most of them are circling the altar, chanting and bowing and all sorts of
They're doing the
things.
conga line.
The others are sort of just kneeling in prayer or standing guard.
Okay.
Did you want to do something really quick?
I'm just wondering how I'm going to handle my coins disappearing.
You hope they don't notice. That's how.
I mean, yeah, I'm hoping they don't notice for
fine,
sure.
put it in the dagger.
I did roll
That is
perception.
what you get for being shifty.
I
and
did roll
sneaky,
perception
and
for
why
them
no
already,
one freaking
so-
trusts you.
You don't know I did that.
I do though.
She knows. She would have told me.
It's true.
So I know.
Gracious. Well, that's going to be it for this session. And we'll see what the Archpriest of the Sea Mother has in store for our little Velkynvelve escapees. Luckily, level 3 will be helpful in the coming
Yeah.
days.
Yes.
And at that, I'm just going to shout out again to Indigo because, my goodness, he is revising this overlay again and again, and I cannot tell you how amazing it is. I'm
It looks
Deeply.
so pretty.
deeply
Yeah,
impressed.
it's awesome.
Again, thanks to all those who came out to Festival of Colors yesterday, and thanks for helping us meet that goal for Mouse Guard. Oh my goodness, it's so great. We'll be picking this up next week, same time as always, and I think we can try to arrange a raid of sorts, if I can find someone with which to bring the forefront to. Let me actually see, did we ever get a raid thing? Let me see.
I don't
Oh, we
think
did!
so. Oh, hey.
Hey! This is a new thing.
I think it's just gonna be us and Ish right now doing the raid.
I mean,
It's all good.
Whoa. That's okay. I figure we
A
might as
raid?
well just start being cute and adorable.
Plus, it's the
raid?
Possum
What is this?
Posse raid. Like,
Yep.
This is literally everybody in the chat going to this lovely little stream. Is Speedy streaming? Oh my gosh! If Speedy is streaming, let's. He
that again.
is. Let's get Speedy.
Hey.
Hey. So let me do a caster. Not so speed runs. Oh, that's how you do it. Raid. Oh, thank you, Ish. Gosh darn it,
Ish.
he's always a step ahead of me. So yes, get that copy pasted and give Speedy all of our love. I'll be seeing you guys later, and my goodness, don't go crazy in the meantime. Be adorable, be beautiful. I love you.
No promises.
Oh. I'll see you guys next time on the
Yep,
Forefront.
see ya.
Farewell.